Hello, everyone, and welcome to uh, Roleplay Give. Tonight, we are going back to our homebrew game. We spent about 6 months online creating all of the lore for this world as a group, uh, with lots of people contributing ideas to how this world would work and the mechanics of it. Uh, took all that into account, built this thing, and now they can run into surprises because even though they helped build it, there's a lot of stuff that the players you want to be surprised. So we're back to the game after playing 2 sessions and then going on hiatus for 6 months. Uh, but we're back. We're going to be playing this every other Monday for a while. Get ourselves back into the groove of things, and get to exploring Navyshla, where we left off, or actually we're we haven't played in long enough where I think what we're gonna do is the old introduce yourself and your character funsies here. Uh, and I have the characters up here, and I'm gonna do them in the order that they're sitting in the what is this Camlock? I think this is so. Uh, we'll start off with Ulfer.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Hold on. I was still. Let's see. My name is Tony, and I am playing um, a character that I created specifically for this game. I just had to look up his last name. His name is Ulfer Bjolfsson. He is the future leader of the Ulfaden clan of the Quay. He is a shifter and a druid, and he's trying to figure himself out. He's trying to find his way, I guess is the best way to say this. He is on his something akin to a spirit quest, and he is trying to find his way.
Right on. And so he found his way to Crimson Witch in the Donnacam Empire, and where he met these folk. Next up is Ben.
That's not Ben. If you're going in order, that's Ronan.
Oh, that is Ronan. You both have dark, smoldery faces. All right, that
He's
is.
more,
True.
he's more broody than me.
Yeah, that's true.
A little more broody.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm playing Ronan Shaw. Ronan Shaw is a somewhat of a drifter. He's a monk level 3. Just took Way of the Shadow. And he has been kind of aimlessly traveling through the town of Grimson Witch. And obviously has some sort of a connection to the Provisioners, which I don't know how far. I can't remember how far we got onto that as far as sharing, but yeah, he does some sort of trade in some sort of illicit activities is probably the main thing, and he favors fighting with little darts. These little which will throw darts around, little hopefully eventually poison darts, but
Nice.
and that's it.
Cool. All right. And uh, ran into Ulfer in the Thankful Axe Inn, where they also met. Now we get to Ben.
Yep. I'm Ed, Scenario Volpus in the chat, and I'm playing Ben Umbrius, a simple man with who's exhibited some command over the shadows, but otherwise has not been entirely forthcoming with his abilities.
Nice.
Damn, I was hoping you were going to forget.
Nope. But Ulfer's do business partner.
That's right.
We have an arrangement.
And so they all had managed to sort of come together for various reasons into the Thankful Axe Inn during the wake for Delia. I don't remember her last name. Under something. Uh, it's been
Tattoo foot?
it's been a while. It's been a while. I I cannot remember Delia's last name. That's great. Okay, but Delia during her wake, and now we're up to Bone Splitter.
Hello, I am Chris, and I'm playing Bone Splitter. He was enslaved as a kid and thrown into gladiator pits or fighting pits, and he is now a hardened barbarian, and I chose Astral Guardian, not Astral Gardens, although that does sound cool too, but probably not very barbarian. Um,
Sounds like a Van
and
Morrison album.
Maybe it's a Savage Astral Garden.
Ooh, it's a mashup between Savage Garden and
Ooh,
Van Morrison. That sounds awful.
that just went downhill quick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everything just got worse.
But it feels things very strongly.
It does, truly, madly, and deeply.
Savage Garden, such a cool name for a band with such shitty output. Wow. It's like Break My Heart Garden. I don't know what the deal is.
Anyway, Chris, we were talking about your enslaved upbringing before we went
Yep.
to the
Yes.
field.
It was savage.
Which is the only reason he has had to listen to Savage Garden.
Yes,
That's right. Every time I lose, they're like, chicka chicka cola. I'm like, no! Oh.
All right. So, Bone Splitter was there guarding a provisioner who was interested in something that might be found in the casket, but also there was Cove. Last but not least.
Wait, didn't we skip Ulf?
Nope.
Ulfer went first.
Ulfar was
Oh.
first.
Hi, my name's Percy. I'm playing Cole Levine. He was a close personal friend with Delia, and he's looking to make a little bit of money.
Nice. And Cove, with the help of, God, I've got to have it in here somewhere.
Well, he was close personal friends. Just ask him what her last
I
name
was
was.
gonna, and then I'm like, that's not fair. Bone Splitter was guarding Twilla Panroth. I got that name, and then Twilla and Cove figured out that perhaps it was on her body, and they saw that the tattoos on her feet, which they copied into a map. They were able to talk to a couple people and get the idea that often Delia would head west towards the Deep Nail foothills, where they are heading right now. And actually, where we left off in our last adventure is they had been heading westward through the Crimson Tor forest towards the Deep Nail foothills and had found Delia's abandoned and kind of ramshackle cabin. And I think that's where we left off. All right. So where we're picking it up is midday, and I will activate this map. Midday in basically just a half day's journey away from the foothills. And you have just discovered these footprints.
Well, on the plus side, they are going to be easy to follow. There are so many of them. But on the downside, there's a lot of them.
Having second thoughts.
Not a bit.
I just
Seems-
rotate my axe in my hand and don't say anything.
Okay.
Seems to me that we have a few people here that are pretty good at combat. I think we'll be okay.
Well, I mean, we always could try to use stealth. I look around at the hulking barbarian and the druid. Well, I could try it.
Yeah, wouldn't
We
be a
can
bad
sort of-
idea.
All right.
I'm okay with that.
Well, I will say that I've got a few tricks up my sleeves if we need a little bit of assistance. But better we save those when we have sight on enemy. I can help us stay a little quieter.
Hopefully they don't see us first.
Good point.
Be avoided.
Lead the way, my good friend Ronan.
Will one of you do me the favor of rolling a d20, please, as you head away from Delia's cottage?
I got it. Boom.
All right, that was your weather roll.
Okay.
So, the wind picks up. I believe we've said it's fall. I like starting things in the fall. So, fall, and we're going to say it's late fall. Colors are still there, but leaves are starting to fall. It's wet and damp, and it is a slight drizzle as fog clouds build up along. Sort of strange. It's coming. Typically you don't have clouds coming over a mountain in that way. Doesn't that lead to like a derecho? Isn't that what happens?
A derecho.
A derecho. If like
Yep.
I don't know, but if it's when it comes down the mountain, doesn't it create like really bad torrential rain? You know what? It's a fantasy
And
world. I'm not going to get meteorological about this. I'm just going to say fog starts rolling in. Maybe it comes in off the lake and from the humidity of the woods. But sort of, so your vision is somewhat hampered by this mist going in. You can see perfectly well, but if you were really trying to make things out at a distance, it might be a challenge. Uh, as you meander
As we
back, oh, go ahead.
as we step away from the cottage, I will reach out into the darkness of it and pull out a bit of shadow and wrap it around myself, casting armor of shadows.
Ooh. All right. So a little bit of darkness clings to Ben as he sort of surreptitiously pulls that off the cabin. You guys head back into the woods and back onto the trail. You've moved away from the Tampthorn Creek, which really wasn't that much of a help to you anyway. And are I think I said this at the end of the last game. I remember from this morning watching a little bit of the YouTube here. The trees are much closer to the path than they appear on the map because it's Wonder Draft is amazing, but it's you gotta give a little bit of imagination that these trees aren't like a mile and a half away from the path. So the trees are crowded up on it, and there's fog. Um, it's growing uh, damper. If that's is that a word even? Other than a
More
noun,
damp, perhaps.
it might be more damp. A damper is a noun. But it's more moist. Uh, but little mist droplets in the air as you guys are walking. Your feet maybe sticking a little bit in mud as you walk through here. And what do you guys have for passive perceptions?
9.
13.
13,
Oh, sorry, 11.
11. Okay.
12.
I've forgotten where to find that.
It's just perception plus your wisdom bonus.
So click on attributes, and next to perception there are two numbers. First is what you're adding, and the next is your passive.
So the one in parentheses.
Oh, I didn't know that's what that was. Okay. I guess that makes sense. Okay.
So mine is 13.
Okay.
Nice.
Mine is also 13.
Okay, so 13 is the high?
It-
Okay.
Yep.
As you guys are, I'm gonna, you're somewhat surprised then as you're coming into a sort of a widening of the trail, and to the side of you, come running out at you. It looks like they were crouching and then they start running out at you. Several giant lizards. They look like sort of they blend in very well with the foliage. They're like brownish green, hissing, and they charge at you. They look hungry, and we will go into initiative once I find a good map for us because I didn't make a forest land map here.
So much for stealth.
Oh, I guess I could. You guys could have rolled stealth. I didn't think.
Oh no,
to
I'm
do
just
that.
being sarcastic.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I didn't.
We were gonna try that later, but
Yeah, we were trying to
yeah.
Yeah. I had I have a very limited capability to help us, and so I was holding off till we got a little closer. I can cast Pass Without Trace, but at great cost.
At great cost. I wonder if I have a nice little forest map already in here. Forest Crossing, Forest Road. That works. I'll just use that. I've made a forest map before. Might as well use it.
I've thought about just like making up a bunch of random scenario maps. You know, I just have them on and call.
I do it for fun and then I forget I have them.
Makes sense.
All right, save changes. Yes. Forest.
Paul, what's the board game that we're supporting this month?
We've been supporting the same board game for 3 months because one, we just haven't
missed so many games.
We missed so many games in May. I think we played 2 games total in May.
Yeah.
But it is photosynthesis currently.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But we are moving to
That's a good game.
support Ed's suggestion, and I thought maybe we would actually, instead of a board game, to go along with that, we would support Kids on Bikes as our game for that month. So it'll be
our charity will be People for Bikes, and
Yep.
our game will be Kids on Bikes.
That's clever.
Yeah, a good summer.
That's almost a board game too.
I love
I
Kids
know
on
it's not.
Bikes.
I'm thinking
So
I think
much
I've
fun.
been right.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
I
it's
guess we
great.
used this map already once because you guys are already on it.
Yeah,
Perfect.
And then now I will just drag these lizards
We're
onto it.
walking in circles.
Can you bring us onto it?
Oh yes, I can. You're walking in circles.
Yeah, there's like a dead guy.
Yeah,
Those
this
look
was
like-
right after we left town.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but not this time. I should have rotated the map, then you wouldn't know.
That's right. That's how it works.
Yeah,
I can't move my token.
I suspect all of that
Paused.
stuff is broken. Oh, we are paused. Yep. Can you move now?
Oh, I don't. Nope.
Okay, I'm gonna delete all these tokens.
I can't select my token.
Yeah, I suspect we have a problem with the IDs and your actual characters.
Interesting.
ID's nuts.
All right, can you move that one, Ed?
Yes.
Okay. Cove. I got Ronan and Ulfer. All right, and then what is this thing just hanging out here? This circle.
It was around a token.
That's weird. I don't even know that I can get rid of it. Oh,
Might have been a body.
yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely a dead guy.
All right, so these lizards are coming out. I'm going to move them a little closer. They're not that far away. They're actually going to jump up on you.
Are they that big?
They are this big.
That's not a good sign.
But I'm going to say they're really like narrow, so they like snake-like with little legs.
Mhm.
They're just sort of scrambling at you. I have no idea how deadly this
Crocodiles.
No, you
Those-
guys
they
will
do look
beat
like they
guys.
could probably eat us.
They're very
They're large.
hungry. Yeah, they could swallow you. All right, I am going to take these guys and add them all to encounter. Except I
I
didn't.
have a dumb question. I have not played a spellcaster before, and I'm wondering, how do I know how many spells I can cast?
What's on your character sheet under spellbook?
If you click on spellbook,
Yeah.
it'll tell you how many per level you can cast.
It'll be like a little like fraction in the middle of the screen next to each level. So you should have level 1 spells. Well,
Ah, cool.
And level 2 at this point.
I think
Got
I
it.
think you're multi-class, right?
Yep, I got it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't realize you'd multi-class.
He said part druid, so I was thinking
Oh.
I might be reading into that.
Yep.
Part druid, part vampire.
That is Dawson. Okay.
Dawson's a druid vampire?
The druid part's
Just the
debatable,
vampire.
but the vampire we're pretty sure about. It's from the Call of Cthulhu game.
Oh, right. That's right.
All
I
right.
forgot he was a vampire.
As the he's actually not.
I know.
Corey.
He wears a scarf.
Yep. So, Ulfer is up first, and Ulfer. Oh,
No,
yeah,
he's not.
he is. Oh, Ben is. Yep. Sorry,
And we have two people who haven't rolled into initiative.
Oh, we have.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't even. I'm not. I wasn't even thinking. What a fool.
You're
I
fine.
am.
You're fine. It's just a game. We're just having fun.
Oh, and I rolled slow. Perfect.
I was hoping I'd roll slow. Okay. I'm actually going to do a little last minute rearranging. Take a minute then, Ed, to change however you want to think about what's happening. That's what you see coming out from the underbrush.
Right.
And as they get closer, they jump up and they're kind of charging at you. But as they get closer, they do that sort of, that reptilian like taste the air and are now trying to. They look like they're going to try to circle you.
I am going to cast.
I'm going to take my turn first.
Ben
Oh wait,
goes
yes,
first.
you are, Ben. Sorry, I have forgotten how to play entirely. I am sorry.
I am going to wrap the middle one in shadows and try to cause fear.
Okay. Let's see. If I
On
click on him,
listen.
I think I can just click here. Yep. That'd be a fail.
All right. He is frightened.
So he cannot come closer to you.
Yep.
Does
Has
he-
disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while I'm in line of sight, and it can't willingly move closer.
Gotcha. Okay.
Which
Well,
guy
and
isn't, so I
I-
don't screw this up and whack him?
The middle one here. The
I should
one
not
in the
just go
dead
whack
center.
him.
Do we have a good frightened one? Does anybody know?
Yeah, there's like a scary face.
Oh.
One, I think.
Got it. Perfect. Okay. Whoa.
Ed, is this the ability where I should touch him?
I
Right.
don't think that doesn't really matter. It repeats the save on each of its turns. It doesn't get one just from taking damage.
Oh,
It stays afraid.
really?
Okay, cool.
That's awesome. I
So-
always assume every time something gets frightened.
All right.
I would think if you're frightened and take damage, you'd be more frightened.
Yeah, I was thinking kind of like wakes you up out of the illusion or something.
Yeah. I mean, the charm one makes sense. Like, hey, you're not my friend. But,
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right.
But then the turn one, I don't understand that one. But maybe it's like Hail Mary, like I got hit, I got nothing, I'm gonna hit back. But Ulfer, you are now up if that's it for Ben.
That is it.
Okay, Ulfer.
All right, I am going to cast Speak with Animals.
Oh. Well, that's a choice. Let's see what happens.
And pretend I know how to do this. So I just cast it and I can talk to them now, right?
Yep.
All right. Ulfer will say, we're not here to harm you.
Okay.
We are just passing through.
Make a persuasion check. This looks like they weren't necessarily fearful they were going to get harmed by you. They're hungry. 15's pretty good. But they are hungry. I'm gonna say they listen. You don't know what their reaction is yet.
Okay. And do I just keep talking to them? How does this work?
You get it lasts for 10 minutes, so you can keep talking.
Your ability does, but it's an action.
It's
so we're
still a
in
turn.
action.
Yeah, you're still in a turn.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so you have 6 seconds either way, and you use your action to cast the spell and to try a persuasion. Did you want to move? Because you could still move if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'm just going to move. No, I'm going to move right to the center there.
Okay. All right.
And he has his hands up to say no.
Okay,
Stop.
gotcha. All right, Cove, you are up. And
The lizard
I
doesn't do
believe,
anything?
I, oh, there is a lizard. You're right. It depends on which one it is. It's this one, and with that persuasion check, they're gonna pause, but he's still gonna move his 30 feet warily, going to block. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Sort of block your access, but they still look like they're going to circle you. But they're not aggressing. He didn't charge an attack. Looking warily at you. Now it is Cove's go.
I am going to take a couple of steps back because I don't want any part of this. Right behind Bone Splitter.
Okay.
And I'll wait to see if they attack. And if they do, then I'll pull out my rapier and get ready to stab them if they're attacking and in range of me.
Gotcha. All right. Ready. Held action to stab with the rapier should anybody attack in your range. Got it. This giant lizard is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And hold his action, eyeing you warily. Keeping eyes mostly on Ulfer. Some of them giving that quizzical dog look, like, you know, because their intelligence is 2. And they understood you because you cast Speak with Animals. And so they're working this out. Uh, this one's frightened and is actually gonna. They aren't required to, but I think it makes sense for them to back up. I'll go that far back. Bone Splitter, you're up.
All right. So are we fighting these guys?
What would Bone Splitter
Remains to
do?
be seen.
Well,
WWBSD.
I'd also like to point out that you don't know what Ulf said to them
Uh,
because you don't speak animal.
is it you gain the ability to comprehend verbally? I don't know. I mean, I don't know that it means he speaks in a different language.
Just means they magically understand him.
Okay.
all right. So I moved. Sorry, I just moved 5 feet. I got some more movement left. I'm gonna just come this way.
Okay.
And I'm gonna turn to my party and just be like, "Are we fighting these guys or are we leaving?"
And I'll leave that to
Left it
Ronan to
certain.
respond.
Oh gosh. I am going to concentrate some. Oh wait, no, Bone Splitter's down there now. Bone Splitter. It's okay.
Sorry.
You know, I even say Bone Splitter. Where are you going? Oh crap. And so I was gonna cast Darkness and book it, but I think that that's gonna be a thing. So I'm gonna instead. I'm gonna. Oh gosh, what do I do? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna climb up this tree.
Ha! Okay.
And I'm going to hold an action. If any of these suckers is aggressive, I'm flicking a dart at them.
You got it.
Your dude sort of looks like old school Trent Reznor, by the way.
And thought that too.
That's how I imagine he looks. Like scrawny Trent Reznor.
Right up on Bone Splitter. And this one circle around like this. And they all look like they're holding their actions, quizzically waiting for your move. They're hard to tell whether or not Ulfer had an effect. They can answer, but are choosing at this point not to. And they can only answer to Ulfer. You guys would not understand what they said back to Ulfer. Because, they don't have the right mandible or vocal cords uh, to say words. So apparently I don't want to explain meteorology or think about meteorology, but I will be happy to go into anatomy and vocalization. So
Anatomy of wildland creatures.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah, of which I'm not an expert, so I'm making shit up. Ben, you are up, back in the order.
Right. Well, they are sort of blocking our path, but I don't know yet if this is turning aggressive. So I will coalesce a little bit of shadow into my hand and ready a shadow bolt to cast if and when something gets aggressive.
Okay. Ulfer, back to you.
Okay, so let me make sure I understand. This is a story question. We're following a group of people. What is our ultimate goal?
Your ultimate goal is to get you. You guys are treasure hunting. You're looking for the treasure of Delia's mine.
The only reason we're following people is because they happen to go where we wanted to go first.
That's right.
We're not like actively trailing anybody.
Well, and you don't know that for sure either. You know that they came to where you went and that they left again.
And they left in the direction that we want to go.
Correct. But they may stop somewhere before you get there, or you don't know.
Sure.
Yeah.
I just mean that
For now.
we're not following somebody like with that as our goal.
Right. Also, you know it was somewhere around a week ago, so your chances of catching up with them are negligible. So
Unless we just did and they're inside these lizards.
well, then they wouldn't be so hungry.
Fair enough.
If they're like snakes, they eat like once every 3 or 4 weeks, right? Something like that. I don't know. It's probably not
Depends
that
how
long.
big the people were, I guess.
Yeah. These look very thin. These lizards.
But they have high metabolisms. They could have just eaten somebody.
That's true. Well, they have high metabolism when warm out when it's cold, like it is right now. I should probably give them disadvantage because it's cool out and they're lizards.
All of that was really important.
It was.
All
What are you
right.
doing, Ulfer?
I am trying to remember how to play this damn game, to be honest with you. I'm not sure what my problem is right now. It's only been a week.
Yeah, I was gonna say we played Giants a week and a half ago.
Yeah, it's a whole new character, a whole new situation for me, though.
Yeah.
I mean, not only a different character, but I just tried to take the peaceful route, which
Yeah.
is not ever going to happen in the other game.
That's true.
Oh, that's right. You
All
were
right.
our conscience.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, he's a nice person in this game.
Yep. So I have my hands up, and I'm just going to say to the animals, to the lizards, we mean only to pass through here. We are seeking a mine. We do not want to harm you. Will you let us pass?
There's this like sibilant.
And I spoke really quickly to get it all into 6 seconds.
I know. There's a sibilant hiss back at you, and you understand, Ulfer, that it. But we're so hungry. But they're still eyeing you warily.
Can I reply, or do we have to wait
You
till my
can
next turn?
you can reply.
Okay. There should be plenty of food in the nature around you. There is no need for this to turn violent.
Okay. And we will go from there. this one will jump at Bone Splitter and attack.
Oh, so that didn't work, is
No,
what you're telling me.
it did not.
Blasting it.
Yep, all held actions if there is like I don't think that Cove is in range, but the dart and go ahead. And what was the shadow thing? Did that happen already? Did I miss it?
Oof.
Yep, I just threw it. I hit a 22 for 7 points of force damage.
7. Okay.
Yep.
And Ronan, did you hit?
11.
You did not hit. Okay. So the dart goes a little wide. Um, that those attacks went on this one. Then this guy here is going to bite at Bone Splitter, and he will hit a 20.
Ouchie.
Ouchie. Okay. And as he clamps down on you with his gross yellowish teeth, he will do 6 points of piercing damage. And you had not raged, I believe. So
That says 8.
Yep.
what did I say? 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the die said 6. It's the plus 2. Yeah. Plus 2. All right, so 8 points of piercing damage to Bone Splitter. Cove, you are up.
Okay, I am going to move down here because I don't want any piece of these little lizards things. I'm going to pull out my flute, play a shrill little note, and cast a little bit of Baney Bane.
Okay. Who are you targeting with the Bane? Does up to
The 3 that are closest to me.
Okay. So they get saving throws. This one, DC 15, will fail because he's got a negative to charisma. Fail. And oh man, all of them are baned. So let's see, what's fun token can I put on them for Bane? No idea.
I always
Is
put
there a
like
bad?
the down arrow thing.
Oh, the down. Which one's the down arrow?
It's like
Oh,
unempowered or
got
something.
it, got it. Wait, weakened. There you go.
Weekend,
Good.
yeah. I usually just do that. Just
Yeah, that's a good one. Nice choice.
Or maybe Batman's head or little mask thing?
I think that one's
do that.
dead. Oh, that's
Batman
Sleepy.
mask. Sleepy.
Okay, so those 3 are weakened. They're
And the
baned.
frightened one should have had another save last turn. It
Oh,
might not be frightened anymore.
okay. Was that wisdom?
Yeah. Yep. DC
Okay.
15.
Oh, he is not
It
frightened.
is not frightened anymore.
Okay. So, all right. I believe. Okay, Cove just cast Bane. Anything else, Cove?
No, I think that's good.
Okay. So this one here is going to stay away from Ulfer because that guy can talk in his head, and come to Ben because Ronan's in a tree. Although he could probably reach Ronan. But I think he'll attack Ben, since it's the easier target. And we will bite. Hit it. Wow.
Oh yeah, that'll hit me.
I'm on fire tonight. For another 8 points of piercing damage.
Ouch.
Ouch. Ouchies. This one is going to 5. I'm going to half movement him. He's going to stalk. 5, 10, 15. But 5, 10, 15. Okay. That's it for him. Bone Splitter, you are up.
All right. I'm going to turn and face.
This is
Who's
the one
this
that
guy?
bit. This is the one that bit you.
All right. I'm gonna attack him, but first I'm gonna rage.
Okay. Bonus
And
action
since it's
rage.
my first rage since I've become level 3, I've only seeing the Astral Guardians appear for the first time, and get a little twinkle in my eye that I've ascended to some sort of barbarian, feeling like a barbarian for
The first time.
first time. Yep.
Nice.
And I'm
Invoking
gonna wail on
Grandpappy.
the guy. I'm a happy boy.
All
I'm
right.
gonna great axe this fool. Not well.
Unfortunately, a 10 will miss.
You're not
Well, shit.
reckless? Man.
I know. I was just so excited to see my ancestors popping around.
No.
What do they do? Do they have an effect when they appear?
Yeah, I think they do.
Yes.
I think this is what Robin played in Clash of
First creature
Shields.
you hit with an attack on your turn has disadvantage on any attack that isn't against you when the target hits a creature other than you. Um, so you get resistance. So had I hit this person or this lizard, he would have disadvantage against anyone other than me. But if he chose to, if he still hit the person that he attacked, in this case, like Cove, would have resistance against that attack,
Okay,
that damage. So
gotcha.
would have been cool if I actually hit a guy. I guess I'm just so happy to see a bunch of floating dead barbarians around me.
Who wouldn't be? I mean, it sounds nice. Ronan, up in a tree.
Yeah, so I see this lizard come charging on Ben, and I'm just gonna drop a dart
Okay.
at him as my action. Oh, and miss. Wow, we're not having a good time.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna just kind of like, all right, I guess we'll do this the old-fashioned way. I'm just gonna drop out of the tree with an elbow
Who the
and
people's
just
elbow?
like, yeah, people's elbow right on the lizard's head.
All right.
So that'll be an unarmed strike. It's my bonus action.
Okay.
Well, hold on though. I'm gonna flurry. I'm gonna go ahead and use a key point to flurry of blows. So this will
Oh.
be the first attack.
Okay.
That's a hit
That'll hit.
for a measly 7 points of damage. And then I'm just gonna do like as I'm landing like a spinning roundhouse into its head
You got it.
as the second attack.
Oof.
Yeah,
There's
and
the
that'll
numbers
hit.
you want to see. Yep.
There's the numbers I want to see, and another 7. Okay, I'll
All
take
right.
it.
He looks bad. Still up, but
Yeah, and I'll just kind of land right there.
he was a fully healthy lizard when he ran at the tree, and now he's a third the lizard he used to be. All right. That's Ronan's go.
That's it.
All right. This guy here is going to attack Bone Splitter. He is baned, so I take a D4, right?
Yep.
Yep.
All right. So he will bite at Bone Splitter. Attack and then situational bonus minus 1d4. Roll it. Man, I am on
Did
fire.
not matter.
These lizards are dynamite.
Yeah, they are. 9 points. Does the Bane hit the damage as well?
No,
Okay.
but I think he's half damage. So
Yeah. Yeah, because you're raging, I think you're halved on that. Is that right, Chris?
Yep.
Okay. So,
Rolling up or down?
I
Round.
round down.
You round. Yep.
Yep.
Sorry, I was getting confused because I play Warhammer and that's always a round up.
Up.
So
Yep. All right. That's that giant lizard's go. This giant lizard is going to attack Ronan.
Of course.
Man, I'm on fire tonight. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, I don't think the Bane would help me, so that'll hit.
Oh, I forgot to roll the Bane. It won't help.
Yeah, no.
It would have been a 19.
Still hits a 19.
Yeah, all right.
Pretty hard for a level 3 anything.
Yeah, you have to have 6
These
off
guys are
for it to help.
a quarter CR. I'm just rolling really well.
No, it's great.
Well, that's 3
Bring
points
on the
of
challenge.
piercing damage.
Ugh.
All right.
I just stuck my landing and he bites my hand. Ow!
But we're back to the top of the order with Ben.
All right, I'm going to focus on the shadows that are swirling around me, and they're all going to harden as I cast Umbral Armor.
Okay. So,
And then we'll step away, provoking an opportunity attack from that one to the north. That'll hit.
Jeez. I feel bad. Holy shit!
My temporary hit points absorb that, and it
Okay.
takes 10 cold damage from hitting me.
And that kills it. Well done. Well played. All right. So it shatters like the cold-blooded animal, just and it dies. All right. Anything else, Ben?
Nope. I'm just going to step right into these two.
Nice move. All right, Ulfer.
Okay, so
I'm just throwing Winston lots of hints about my character class now.
so I'm gonna go after this one right here next to me,
You
and
got
I'm
it.
just gonna say, I told you I did not want to do this, and I'm going to attack him with my quarterstaff.
10 will miss.
Very unsuccessfully, apparently.
Their armor class is 12, guys, just so you know.
Doesn't mean we can hit it.
I know. Dice rolls are dice rolls.
I hesitate to do this, but I'm going to. I'm also then, as a bonus action, going to cast my combat beast shape.
Oh, you're going.
And oh yeah, I'm wolfing out, and you'll see Ulfer just kind of bend down a little bit, and his characteristics turn very much wolf-like. And he just starts. He's just standing there, like waiting for the next turn, staring at this lizard that he just hit or tried to hit.
You got it. All right. So this one does not see Cove currently as a threat because it doesn't know Cove baned it. But it does know that this guy swung a big axe at him, so he will attack Bone Splitter. And I miss finally. Woohoo! And he's chomping and gets air. There's a look of a little bit of oh no, now I'm surrounded by this guy. Although he's got a 2 intelligence, so. All right, Cove, you're up.
Oh, Bone Splitter. They think you're surrounded, but you're surrounding them, and I'm going to give you inspiration.
Ooh.
And then I am going to stab the one that's in front of me.
Stabbity stab stab. That will hit. That's all you needed because he had already taken damage. He had 12 hit points, and this oh, I forgot to. Well, it doesn't matter. I would have missed anyway. But yeah, he goes down, stabbed by the rapier. All right, and then Cove moves in to press the attack. Giant lizard over here. They're so hungry. It's eat or die. And going to attack Bone Splitter again. Features bite. Bitey bite. Attack. Normal. Miss. I think they've been knocked off their square. Now they're starting to lose a little bit of their.
Circle took it.
Shit. Is it possible to retcon just a quick second?
What do you need?
I totally forgot to take my movement.
Oh yeah, you can move. I mean, there
Okay.
might be an attack
Yeah,
of
I just-
opportunity. Oh no, there wouldn't be.
No,
Okay.
I'm moving into it, not away
Okay.
from it.
Gotcha. Okay, that's
I
fine.
just looked up and I'm like, why am I still way the hell over there?
There you go.
Sorry.
No, all good. I think we're on Bone Splitter.
Alrighty. I am going to. This guy that wants to circle me at the bottom, he's fine. I'm gonna get this guy in the middle. And I'm still not gonna attack recklessly because I have the inspiration.
Okay. It's this guy you're going after?
Yep, and now I'm gonna use that inspiration.
Yeah, but you'll hit now with that inspiration.
Probably.
Oh yeah, you.
Yeah, he's got to
roll a
roll it
one.
too.
That's right. Yep.
This is a D4?
D6.
D6.
You have, 66% chance.
There we go.
All right. Cool. That's a hit. Uh,
Alright, here's my first damage roll.
holy buckets! Oh, that was with
What happens?
it rolled the damage and then with a crit, like it rolled both.
Oh,
Still did 15 points of damage though.
Yeah, it's not nothing. Good lord. Okay.
And it properly had your rage in there, which is awesome.
did, but what?
It's the new thing. It remembers your class features now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big update
Oh, cool.
to D&D Beyond.
Yeah, that's great.
I'll be very curious if during Giants, if it remembers stuff for Dusty spells. Like if it gets that, that'd be really cool. Like because it always
if it
rolls
gets
the
Toll the
wrong.
Dead, right?
Yeah, on Toll the Dead.
Yeah.
Okay. Bone Splitter. Anything else?
Nope.
All right. That'll bring us to Ronan.
All right, I'll pull my dagger from my robe now that I'm up close and personal, and take a slash at this lizard folk and miss, and then flurry of blows.
Oh, another key point.
Like, this thing is not working either. All right, and this will be
That'll do.
I'm just gonna punch him straight across the face. 7. What the heck? And then the second blow comes.
Yep.
I'm gonna try to just like knee him in the underneath his neck. Also
Got him.
hits.
Nice.
And oh my god, I did max damage on all 4 of my unarmed strikes and whiffed every single non-unarmed strike. Anyways, yeah, so 14 total damage. Just kind of tapping him in the face.
A lot of damage, but this one had yet to take any, so it is very much hurt, but not down.
Uh-oh.
And
Yeah, it's looking hungry.
Yes, it is. So that will bring us to this one, who is going to take a chompy chomp at Cove, who has moved into the attack and stabbed his litter mate. I don't know what they're called.
Clutch, mate.
Clutch. They all came out of Cloaca. But he will miss. It's been a while since we brought up Cloaca on the stream. I think it's
Yeah, wouldn't that make it more like a clench mate too? I mean,
something.
than a clutch, or like a clench if it's coming out of cloaca.
I think.
I don't know. How do you hold your pearls?
Oh, all right.
You clutch them.
All right. This one who just got punched up by Ronan is going to turn to face Ronan.
Which one is it?
He's gonna miss.
Oh, the top one.
Yeah,
The top one.
And that will bring us back to the top of the order with Ben.
I'm going to provoke an opportunity attack as I move to the south.
Oh man, they're not smart, so they're gonna attack. I mean, it's a 2 intelligence. I gotta play it like it is.
That'll miss.
All right. So nothing happens to him.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
it doesn't.
Yeah.
No,
I have to.
unfortunately.
I have.
But
to
I only have
take
one
him.
10 hit point left anyway, so
All right.
I'm okay with it missing.
Still.
But I'm going to come down and stab this one to the south.
Okay. The one. This guy here.
Yep.
That'll hit for sure. He has not taken any damage yet.
Well, he's taking 4 points now.
Yeah, he is. All right. Anything else from Ben?
Nope, that's it. I really just wanted to provoke the opportunity attack.
I,
And I've got movement left. I'll provoke another one
oh, okay. Well,
from the guy to the south.
he'll do it. I mean, they're not bright. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. It's like an.
I don't know how smart it is for me because I don't have that many hit points.
It's instinctual, I think.
Yeah,
So
but that hits.
yeah, that's 8 points of piercing damage. How much does he take?
He takes 10.
Okay, he's still up actually. So, but he looks really bad. All right.
I look not so great myself.
Would they run away?
I'm in the single digits.
Uh-oh.
But that spell dealt 20 points of damage. I'll take it.
Yeah, that's not too bad. Ulfer, you're up. You're Wolfie.
All right, I'm going to take a bite attack here.
Okay. Which one are you going at? You got 2 that you could hit.
Which one's healthier?
As you look, oh, I don't know. Hold on.
Or maybe which one looks worse?
They look about the same.
All right, so I'll go. Yeah, let's take this guy here.
Okay.
And I'm going to roll. It's a bite attack. I'm sorry. I should have said that.
Did you get?
And you want me to play this as an unarmed strike, right?
Yeah, that's fine. But
Okay.
Did you have advantage?
I get advantage because I have pack tactics when I'm.
Oh, your allies are in there. You have pack tactics.
Yeah,
Ooh, very
that's
cool.
why I moved. That's why I was like, why am I still way up there?
Oh, I gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. Well,
I like Wolfer.
Yeah, Wolfer.
Wolf. Hey, you're starting to catch on to what the name means, by the way, Ed.
All right. So that's a hit. And bludgeoning damage is 4. Well, it's actually going to be piercing, but he is still up, barely, hanging on by a thread. Ulfer, do you have anything else you want to do?
Nope, that's it. Not moving this time.
All right, Cove, you are up.
I will swing at the one that's trying to bite me.
That's this cat or lizard here. The swing comes out from the rapier. Wow, that had a fun roll. 22 definitely hits. And 6 is enough, and he drops. 2 left. See, perhaps they want a scarper, but they're so hungry. This one will attack Bone Splitter. 14?
Miss.
All right. Bone Splitter, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna swing right back at him.
All right.
Kind of started to get used to the astral warriors floating around. I hope it's not bothering you guys. Probably
So
looks cool
polite
in the
of you
fog,
as a,
right?
as a barbarian. Hope my actual barbarians are not.
It's funny because I don't know why, but I just imagine like music going along to the astral warriors, and unfortunately, it's not even a song I like. I'm thinking like "Jump" by oh my god, by Van Halen, by oh my
Van
god,
Halen.
Van Halen. Thank you. I've been playing too much Valheim.
Right.
But yeah, that doesn't make sense. It sounds terrible, actually.
When you said jump, I thought you were going to go with Jump by the Pointer Sisters, and then just
Jump in.
jump for my
Also,
love.
probably just a bit of an idea. All right, hitting back.
All right.
Or Cypress Hill.
Yeah.
Full of bad
Yeah,
ideas.
Jump. Oh. Was that
Why didn't I recklessly attack this time?
Oh, no. Unfortunately,
Well,
that's a miss.
next time.
Is it Jump Around by House of Pain?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking
Yep.
of.
Jump around! Jump around!
Really, it makes no difference. Either one of those bands. I don't want to hear either of them.
Yep. I'd rather hear the Pointer Sisters out of the three of them.
Agreed.
Ronan's up. I don't know. That's going to a toss up for me.
Nope. I'm with Chris Jones on this one, 100%.
All right, I'm gonna take my dagger one more try and just try to like while this thing's snapping at me, like slit its throat.
Okay.
And of course, I miss
Oh,
again.
you do have. By the way, I should remind you guys, you have rerolls. So
I feel like this is too low stakes to use
yeah, it is a
rerolls.
little low stake.
I
Okay.
think it's okay. I'm from my perspective, and I'm hitting with
All
the
right.
punches. How's this thing looking?
Like it has 1 hit point left.
All right, I'm gonna just do a uh, regular old unarmed strike, and of course I'll miss. Oh no, I hit.
No,
Yay.
14 does
That was a
hit,
six.
and that's it. I mean, you can roll the die if you
Yeah.
want to, but
I'll roll it just for fun.
All right.
And I rolled the max again. What the fuck?
nice.
I think D&D Beyond's broken or something's broken.
It wants you to not be a weapon-based monk. It wants
Yeah,
you
it wants
to
me
be
to
punchy punch.
Punchy punch. So yeah, that's exactly what I did. I took a swipe at its throat and I just said, "Ah, fuck it," and just like punched it in the throat
And
and just snapped
crushed. Oh. There's that look of surprise and then falls over dead. That will bring us back up to Ben.
I'm gonna throw a shadow bolt at that one and keep my distance.
Okay.
Bone split will be
Oh.
just fine. I'm gonna miss.
Okay.
That's okay.
It's okay. Ulfer's up.
Oh shit! Sorry, I'm studying my character, so I know what the fuck I'm doing. So clearly, I've got to move down here.
Yep.
I am again next to a friendly friend.
Yep. You got
And-
advantage from pack. Yep. That's awesome. And it just
And-
that proved the doing right there. And I think there is a chance. Yep, he's still up.
Everybody except for Ronan deals minimum damage on all their attacks.
All or nothing, baby.
Anything else, Ulfer?
No, that's it.
All right, Cove. This lizard looks like, if you remember Princess Bride, the last rodent of unusual size that's just sort of sadly trying to walk away. That's what this lizard looks like. He's not long for this world.
Oh, that's too bad. You look amazing with no shirt on, Bone Splitter.
And covered in spectral visions of your ancestors.
Looks
Your
crazy.
grandpa thinks so too.
I'll take a slash at this thing.
You got it.
And I am going to use Booming Blade.
Ooh. I will say, he has 1 hit point. He looks like he has 1 hit point.
That's okay.
Okay. Does it automatically hit Booming Blade or?
No.
Okay.
I have to still roll the hit.
Oh no. That does not hit.
We are amazing.
Unfortunately, that's a miss, and so he will get one last attack. Or more interestingly, he takes the disengage action and tries to flee. He does a juke, and then he runs this way towards the wood.
Don't we all get a?
No, he took the disengage action.
Does
got it.
anybody have Sentinel?
I don't feel like a creature that dumb should be able to take the disengage action.
Well, I mean, I think it's just
It's
running
just
away. So
it's just using its best, like its thing, yeah.
yeah, it's not like fainting out. It's just kind of like
Yeah.
I think it's fun.
It's
Oh.
backing away while showing its teeth.
Yeah.
There you
Does not
go.
want to
Yeah.
swing at it.
Yeah. So, okay. That was its go. Bone Splitter.
That's his movement. That's
Yeah.
this thing's movement.
Yeah, he probably can get a little farther, but he's just gonna.
It's all right.
He's just back.
I'm
into
not.
the
I'm
woods.
not even gonna chase, but I'm gonna throw a javelin.
Oh, okay.
I gotta roll
Throw
better
rock
than a
at
10. I've rolled 10s on my to hit every time.
Let's see what
Rolling
happens.
nothing but 6s.
Maybe
Moving
you're,
up.
maybe you're a javelin thrower. 12 hits. That's what you needed. And it had 1 hit point, so as it tries to slink away, rodent of unusual size style, it gets a javelin in the back and falls dead.
No.
Pin it to the ground.
Yep, pinned.
I'm gonna cast minor illusion and make a noise emanating from one of the spectral ancestors that says, "Bone Splitter, you have dishonored our family. You are a shame to us," and just kind of chastise him
Oh man.
from the grave.
Wow.
I want to see the look on his face.
Just roll an Arcana check, and Chris, roll an Insight check.
How dare you? I'm not a wizard.
You son of a bitch. I have no insight whatsoever.
Oh, you believe it?
No, as soon as I see his face, I believe him. Like, I'm just fucking with you, Bone Splitter.
I look around and I'm just like, I eat what I kill, or I'm just gonna start carving off a piece of this guy. I don't know what kind of meat is good on here, but I'm gonna
Tastes like
take the
chicken.
cheeks
Tastes like
off
chicken,
this lizard.
from what I hear.
It's got to be a good spot, right? On fish and some reptiles. I'm gonna take the
Mm.
cheeks.
Okay.
Bet you that's good.
I
I
don't know.
don't think it's a bad idea. It's probably good meat.
If you guys want,
For the
Well-
next time we get attacked, we could feed the animals.
definitely can do that.
Just out of curiosity, I only just now realized this, but how many of us had rations that we could have fed them?
Oh, probably
I
all
don't
of
know
you.
that they'd be. I don't know that they'd be interested in rations.
But they also
Well,
are
wait.
really, really big. So
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, while they're all paying attention to the bodies and this voice of God, Ulfer kind of sneaks off here into the woods and can't be seen. He'll be following them no matter what, just off to the side and in wolf form for a little while.
You know, we all saw you. There is no reason to hide it now.
But he wasn't listening to you because he left.
Well, I'm just calling it after you.
And I also can't talk back to you.
Yes. That's good. I don't like people to talk back to me.
or wolves. Ulfer, while in wolf form, make a nature check.
Ooh, fun. Oh, please hold. I just
Bite.
have to figure out where the fuck all this stuff is again. Nature, there we go. Oh, this is a
Paul, I
lot.
have a rules question for you, Paul, when we get a chance.
Okay.
A ruling.
I will get to it in just a second. Ulfer, as you're walking through the woods, one of the things that happened in that parley with the lizards strikes you as interesting. You told them there should be plenty to eat here, and then they attacked. And you look around and notice there's no birds fluttering through. There's minimal tracks on the ground that are game and animal tracks. Forest quiet. Not as lively
Okay.
as a living forest should be.
All right, cool.
All right, rules question, Winston.
Yeah, just ruling on dart retrieval. Do you treat them like throwing daggers, or do you treat them like arrows?
I will treat them like daggers because I think they're meant to be retrieved, whereas which arrows are too, but arrows tend to shatter.
That makes
And
sense.
I think the thing with the you lose arrows is they break off in whatever they hit usually. In fact, they're kind of
Okay.
intended to do that because it hurts more.
Makes sense.
So
I'll go grab my darts then.
okay. I will say I will try to remember if you're throwing darts like near cliffs and stuff.
Right. Yeah.
You
Same.
know, yeah, that'd be to me that's just more fun.
Totally. Well, or if we don't have time to retrieve it, I'm sure I have to dig around in the dirt to find it
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah. But you guys have time because a couple of you are carving up lizard meat, so there's time. I'm gonna say this encounter only took less than a minute. I mean, a half a minute maybe, not even. But harvesting the meat's gonna take between 20 minutes and a half an hour. just to get a little bit, because that's not easy work. And at least from my understanding, I've never field dressed anything. But the once you have that set, you guys can continue to move on, and we're probably looking at noon, early afternoon at this point, because I think I said it was mid morning when you left Delia's cabin. And I would like for you guys to roll, one of you to roll a fateful d12. Yep, go ahead.
That's it. We take our time dressing the animals, and I
Oh,
would like to take a short rest in the meantime.
sure. If you guys want to extend
Short rests are valuable to you, huh?
They might be.
extend your joy to an hour for short resting, sure.
Yeah, I'll take a short rest.
Everybody may take
I
the
do find them
benefits of a short rest.
rejuvenating.
Winston, did your character actually tell me that you're joking around, or am I
Oh, yeah,
still
he
like
did.
taking? Okay.
As soon as you look like you believed it, I was like, I'm just fucking with you, man.
All right, good. So I'm not like kicking rocks for the rest of the day.
No. Now you might be kicking me.
All right.
I'm just
And Roman, you may want to give up on the weapons and just use your fists. And
Yeah, feeling kind of off today. I don't know. Yeah, maybe you got a good point. Or like turn around and punch a tree. Ah, jeez.
So
The tree shatters.
Slow motion.
all of the birds that have been hiding in this forest fly out. No, it's nothing. Nothing, actually. Eventually, maybe all of you come to realize how unnaturally quiet it is.
Hmm.
And thinking back on how quiet those lizards were as they approached before they popped out at you.
Hmm.
Okay.
So if we took a short rest, that's usually an hour, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ulfer's a dude again.
Okay. Ulfer walks back out of the woods, less wolfy than he was before. Uh, and it's now probably 1:30, 2 o'clock.
Something smells like a wet dog.
He just kind of looks at you.
All right. So, using Cove as token, you guys are here. I need a fateful D12.
I got it.
Let her rip.
Okay. The rest of the afternoon passes peaceably, and you guys are able to clear about 8 more miles. As the sun is falling, though, you know you still have three and change miles to go before you get to the foothills that you're trying to reach. The largest foothill that you saw in the panorama drawing. I know you guys don't remember because it was 6 months ago, but if you watch the YouTube, it was a drawing on the bed, on the baseboard of the bed, and it mirrored the panorama of the foothills, and the largest foothill had an X in it, and you guys came to the conclusion that that is likely the entrance to Delia's mine, somewhere in that foothill. So,
Right.
but
Excellent.
go ahead.
Just while we were short rested, I used a hit die.
Oh, okay. Cool. Did you use it on
is
the character sheet, because it'll keep track of it for you?
I did.
Okay, cool. Cool.
is
I should have
everybody
used
at
it on the
full
character sheet,
hit points?
but where does it show my hit dice here? Oh, here we go. Let me fix this.
Excuse me.
Well, shit.
right. So, how do you guys? There you go. Wish to handle? I mean, are you going to march through the night, try to get there, in the foothills? Are you going to make camp? Uh, the mists never actually leave, so it's as the night falls, it's still
Moist.
it's yeah damper.
I'm a damper Dan man.
I don't want any goddamn fop.
I have no problem with the darkness, but if people are tired, we could stop. I imagine about an hour or more, we'll get to roughly where we're heading.
We can march on.
You're about 3 hours away.
Hey, what time did you say it was?
I thought you said 3 miles.
Oh, right, 3 miles, right. So that's about an hour. Yeah, sorry. You're right. You're right. I messed it up in my own head. 3 miles.
It'd be 3 hours if we want to crawl.
Yeah, if
And we're walking.
we want to be stealthy and have a look around,
I think that's a good idea. If we want to take a little while, I could call the shadows to scout the bat for us.
I don't know what that means.
Exactly what I said.
How long is a little while?
About an hour.
Well, we could be there in an hour.
True, but we would not have an extra set of eyes. We could be there in 2 hours and have someone else looking out for us.
Is everybody in the group pretty quiet, or I don't think anybody's wearing like mail armor or anything like that.
Pretty dexterous.
If you want a little extra coverage, we're an hour away. I think I can help us out.
As can I.
And we have the fog to keep us obscured.
Right, we'll let the shadows guide us another time.
Well, Wolf Boy, you want to take the honors?
He's a wolf man. Be kind.
Wolf
He
Man?
just shakes his head.
All right. What are you guys? Okay, pass without a trace.
Very nice.
All right. Since you guys are trying to approach stealthily, make a roll. Add 10 to your roll. Wow.
Rough.
Even a rough roll is pretty good, though. 35.
Wow.
30 for
Yeah.
Wolf.
Yep. Okay. So, for the most part, you guys are over 30. We missing Bone Splitter.
We gotta
right?
see Bone Splitter.
Yeah.
It.
Just rolling stealth or rolling dexterity? Sorry.
Just
Stealth.
stealth.
And then add 10.
I think
He
think
didn't
I
add that.
need to.
We're good.
Wow.
the reason
Like, look, woods are not my thing.
that you guys are playing directly out of D&D Beyond, aren't you? That's why it looks like that. Yeah.
I'm in
Fair.
for
You
Yeah,
want me to not do that?
What?
The spell stuff is way easier in D&D Beyond. I'm seeing that. So
It doesn't
Yeah,
bother.
it is a lot easier.
Doesn't bother me. I just was like, oh, it's doing all this stuff in the game now, and I'm like, no, it's D&D Beyond is rolling in here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
now the one thing that I can't do is add the +10.
Oh, right. You would think there was a way to do that in D&D Beyond, but
Yeah, it just doesn't give you the option. I looked.
okay.
Well, from what I've seen anyway, that doesn't mean I'm doing it right, I guess.
I don't use D&D. I always just use the onboard stuff when I play. I don't. I used to, but it's been a while. All right. So, guys are moving very stealthily, and you're beginning to ascend. There's elevations now. You've reached sort of, it started just getting slightly hilly, and now you're into more rocky outcroppings as you you know sort of pick your way through. Anybody here dark visionless?
I am.
Okay.
No dark
Yeah, I
vision.
also don't have dark vision.
Okay. So you are either dependent on those with dark vision to be leading you through, um, or you need some sort of light source to prevent a fall as you are starting to do these slight switchbacks up hills.
So how many of us have no dark vision? I know I don't.
Just you and
Bone
Chris.
splitter. Okay.
I'm just gonna have my axe away. I'm just gonna put like my forefingers into the back of Cove's britches and just let him pull me along.
Nice.
Well, I thought it was only a matter of time before somebody got their hands in Cove's pants.
All right.
I could do worse.
Bone splitter will keep you warm at night for sure.
I'm trying to keep him from wandering.
Uh, and Ronan's just gonna pay attention or stay in the middle, or
Yeah, I'll just stay in the middle. I can cast
Okay.
dark vision, but it's such, again, 2 key points.
yep.
If I see him slip, Ulfer would reach out to help. If he's not, I mean, unless he's asking for help, then he would help right away.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Uh, I will ask for, since you have aid, um, I'm going to ask for uh, a dex check at advantage from Ronan.
Okay. Tuk, 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 tuk.
Okay.
15?
Couple of soft shoes, but for the most part, you're staying where you're going, and every once in a while, there's a little bit of a slip, and Ulfra grabs you, straightens you out, and you continue on. So no sliding down a hill. And again, just I'm using a lot of Princess Bride imagery here, but these hills are sort of like the As You Wish hill. You're not in a mountain
Yeah,
yet,
that's not good.
but it's a really
A long way
Yeah.
down.
yeah.
We
So
could fall.
it would be a tumble. Yeah, it would be a tumble.
I'll pass.
Okay. Uh, all right. Um, at the as you get into sort of the last leg, and you're now sort of at the largest of the foothills before they become the straight up, you know, uh, mountains to the further west. You uh, come across on the path the who's leading the party? Who's walking in front? I'm assuming it's somebody with dark vision, and it can't be Bone Splitter because his hands are on the back of Cove's pants. So obviously he's behind Cove.
I don't mind leading.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you want to, Ed?
No, I was gonna say that I would, but I'm unlikely to.
I would be unlikely to either, too, but I do have the big muscle man behind me, so
Yeah.
I'll be all right. I think.
Okay. Um, as you're getting towards again, you're switching back up, and you're towards the top of the hill, and you can see that there's now the grass is worn away. It's sort of there's a reason it's called the Crimson Tor Forest. This foothill is grass covered up to a certain point, and then it just red rock that forms sort of a like this jutting squared off butte like formation. Uh, it's a tor, except for it's not because it's in the foothills. But it looks like a tor in the middle of foothills. If you haven't seen a tor before, they're usually in plains, and it's just a rocky outcropping that shoots kind of straight up. Um, a lot of them in England. Anyway, so the the that's what you're kind of getting to now, as these clearly this was cleared some years ago, but it's starting to be overgrown. And as you get just past the last bit of scraggly grass, walking on the path, as you're now into graveling rock and just the mountainy side, more mountainous side. Uh, Cove kicks a log, and a little plume of ash comes up, and look down, and you see what looks to be the remains of a campfire.
How old? Does it look like someone just put it out?
No, it's not warm necessarily, but not not so old as to the ashes would have gotten wet and solidified.
Right.
If you make a nature check, maybe give it a little more.
Sure. Why
Love to
not?
do
Not
that.
my.
Rising.
That's right. I have dark vision. What am I thinking about? I can't make the check. Someone else.
Yeah.
Make the check.
I can do it.
I've never been in the woods before. I don't know anything about this.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a city boy too, actually.
Okay. Cove, you estimate that it's probably as recently as yesterday, maybe 2 days ago.
We don't have trees where I come from.
Looks like we caught up to whoever we're following.
We don't have trees.
Well, not like this.
Noted.
This is from Kansas.
They have trees in Kansas.
All we are is dust in the wind.
That's right.
Well,
I had never thought of it from that perspective.
yeah. Well, let's carry on. My wayward sons.
Right.
So, do you wish to stop doing anything else further, or?
There's no more camping supplies around here, just the fire, right?
Yeah, you can tell that they set up camp, and it might have been with the 20. I'm gonna say that they sat up here for probably 3-4 days. So it looks like there was there's still a log pile, quite a bit. Looks like there's the signs of people using this area
How many
for a couple
people?
days. You estimate anywhere between 3 and 7. Hard to tell. And again, none of you are hearing any animal sounds.
Should we continue?
I would say so.
Um, you guys do have torches if you need it, right?
No?
I do. I also, if I absolutely have to, I can give myself vision in the dark.
All right.
I think we carry on though.
Yeah. Are the tracks leading anywhere?
Tracks are leading northward. I mean up. They didn't double back on you. So actually,
Okay.
northwesterly.
What do you suppose they camped here? Were they searching the area, or were they exploring something they had already found?
Maybe they didn't want to explore it at night.
Um,
Could be more humans.
It very much tracks of humanoids leading off. For every hour that you search, I'm going to ask for a survival check to see if you can keep your eyes on the tracks, because we're not in grass or mud anymore; it's rocks. and so you're looking for signs of their passage on gravel and rocks.
That seems to be your thing, Ulfer.
Survival.
Survival will
Yeah.
work.
I'll let you take the lead. I'll keep an eye on our two blind friends.
Okay. You're following these tracks. Now we're at about 9:30 at night. Um, the wind is picking up. It's getting colder. You wander around and you catch doubling back. You follow along, and it looks like they follow what looks to be a path, and it leads to a dead end. And there's like not quite like it's not quite a dead end because they turn around and it's leading you right back into the path you were on again, like just a little cul-de-sac. Uh, and this happens twice where you follow these tracks. You haven't lost the tracks, but they look like they get diverted. There's signs of them sitting for some time. You're now starting to see little bits of like leather wrappings, things that the oilcloths that keep rations. You start to see bits of those laid around in places where they sat for a while. Uh, Looks like they got lost a couple times, and you're just following them along on a lost track. But the hour goes by. It's now 10:30 at night. The fog is starting to dissipate, and you can see the moon. Uh, the moon has a slightly reddish cast to it. If anybody would like, they can make a history or arcana check.
I'm not good at either of those things, so I'm not proficient.
Okay.
It's like, man, look at this moon. It's crazy.
It's pretty bright.
Neither am I.
Okay.
Anyone have any ideas what's going on? Do I want to use a reroll? Oh, it's only a +2. I don't know.
Yeah.
Is anyone proficient in history or arcana?
Well,
No.
I'm proficient in it because
Nope.
I'm a bard, but
Yep.
only
Oh, yeah,
halfway.
yeah.
A 12 is actually good enough. You needed to clear a 10. It's the amount of information I'm going to give you. Um, you've seen something like this before, Cove. This is the moon looks like it's gonna it might be eclipsed. Uh, Maybe in the next 5 or 6 days.
Oh, that's interesting.
And you know that impacts magic.
Like in a negative way?
That you don't know. You just know that when the moon is not in its normal phases, magic is affected. And as a water element background person, uh, you know that magic comes from the elemental planes. So the moon eclipsing has something to do with it. It's all really eggheady stuff. Uh, More wizard kind of bullshit.
I'll let the rest of the group know that, and perhaps we should sleep for the night.
How long ago do you think that these tracks were made?
Last survival check was a 16. It's a, could have been is it's hard to tell now because there's so much like now you're noticing there's backtracking back to that camp you found. So it looks like they may have made a couple sorties out, got lost, went back to their base camp, made a sortie up, and you're seeing that there's just like little tracks leading into these sort of like they're cul-de-sacs. They just whip you back around as if and they on some cases it looks like the cul-de-sac is wider than the main road you were on. So then it looks like that's the way to go.
And we don't see any fires burning anywhere, right?
Make a perception check. As you scan up and down, and you got a mountainside on a small mountainside on one side of you. As you look up and trying to get the curve of the mountain, you don't see any fires. Does catch your eye though that uh, from up here you can kind of see the lights of Crimson Witch way off in the distance.
I think maybe they gave up.
I don't know, but I would be prepared.
If you are going to camp, how do you intend to stay warm because the temperature is rapidly falling?
I think we have to set up a fire, right?
I
Oh,
mean,
we all put our hands down, put down
I,
close pants.
I was gonna make I was gonna make a coat pants joke, but um, beat me to it.
Looks pretty warm in there.
Uh-huh. Ah. There's got to be a cave around here somewhere, right?
You haven't seen one. You've seen a lot of these switchbacks. The cave is you're hoping to find a cave.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at the very least, we make a fire in one of these places. They had the fire pits, and get close to that.
You could walk back to the last one that Ulfer found, the sort of put together where you sell a couple wrappers of rations.
And Paul, you said that like this cul-de-sac is it up against like the side of a mountain or a switchback or something?
Yeah, almost like they
Okay.
twist. Well,
The
sometimes
section
I
that
just need to draw.
and you said there's a section that was sort of like the path was a little thicker, or something like it was.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go up against the wall that's right there, just kind of like feeling the wall, like the mountainside, seeing if there's any cracks or any loose stones or any kind of like, you know what I mean, like any kind of passageway, hidden passageway type stuff.
What kind of skill are you thinking for that?
I'm just running my hand all over it, so I'm guessing that's perception, right? Or is
Yeah.
that investigation?
It could be either, but I think when you're using your senses like that, when you're running your hand over it, it's perception, not so much investigation. I mean, I could argue either way on that one.
I'll go with perception. I feel like that's kind of more monkey.
Okay.
Got my eyes closed. I'm just like, I rolled natural one.
You didn't have your eyes closed.
You get your eyes
I
closed,
think I'm feeling something.
and then you find it, and then your hand gets stuck in a crack, and you're like, oh shit, I can't get my hand. No,
Yeah.
it's not. No, you don't.
You let go of the cookies.
You don't find anything, unfortunately.
It was worth a try.
But you can.
Ulfer is going to kind of look while everybody's looking. Ulfer is going to kind of look and see if there's a place where he can stand on a rock that's just a little bit higher and just kind of look out and see if he can see an area where a cave is more possible, more likely. Thinking about his having grown up in the mountains,
Yeah.
He just wants to look out and kind of the same thing, just see if there's anything noticeable.
Sure. You can choose the skill. I think survival, nature, perception, or investigation are all possibilities. Maybe insight even.
All right.
Nah, not insight.
Oh.
15.
15?
What you don't get a solid sense of where the best place might be. What you are definitely getting the sense of is somebody has made it so even though there's one path going up here, it's very easy to be misled. This is not natural. This has been done on purpose. These are Little switchbacks are a little too neat and a little too clever. The way they lead you back to the same way you came.
So Oprah would just tell the rest of the group, from this perspective, it seems as though someone is trying to mislead us.
If it
Probably
is great big
Delia.
secrets where the map is tattooed on feet, that makes sense.
Did you guys do have the paper copy of the map, right? We did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
The Bone Splitter, did you bring the feet?
I didn't bring the feet. Figured it was Cove's lover or something.
Yeah, we burnt the body, remember?
I'm not a
Um,
barb. Oh shit! Never mind.
we did bring a map though.
I'm trying to
Can
find
I
it.
look at the map? Does it have the same patterns as these switchbacks or
I am trying to find the. Oh, you've got it's in coves. Okay. Um, I'm gonna make that available to everybody. I'm gonna show players. Can you all see the tattoo map?
Yeah,
Okay. Um, you can make a case for any kind of skill you want. My first thought would be that it's a straight intelligence check. Um, but I could see survival as well, which would be a wisdom check. But
okay. We'll do intelligence, I guess.
okay.
A little better at that. Unless anybody else wants to roll.
Garbage at both.
Ulper, I see a pattern here, but I think I need your help with it.
I
If
will
I
assist.
inspire you, do you think you could figure it out?
Okay, what were the skills I'd have to use again?
Either survival or intelligence.
Yeah, I could try the. Yeah, yes, I can.
And I'll inspire you.
Okay, you get a d6 added to it. Okay, so that's a
16.
16. Um, you definitely don't believe that the switchbacks are following any pattern on the map. This is not connecting to anything. Like you're mentally mapping out, drawing on the ground some of the switchbacks that you followed through, and it is not corresponding to this part of the map at all. And at this point, guys, I'm going to call for a bio break. I think this is a good point for us to take a little bit of a break, and we'll be back in 5:10. All right. Thanks, everybody. We'll be right back.
Oh yeah, we're gotta wait till we're.
All right. Hey, Chris, can you turn your camera on? You don't have to if you don't want to, though.
Is
Oh,
it not on?
it's not on, but you're not jacking up the thing, so if you want to leave it off, that's fine.
And if you
Unless
are
you've turned
jacking up,
off
leave
all-
your camera off.
Yeah, if you're, yeah, fair point. Let's
I
always.
figured maybe just turn the lights off for that reason.
Well, that is a way to get kicked off Twitch. But I think only Ron would tell on us. I mean, no, he's the only, he's the only person.
Hi, Ron.
If Ron's actually here, I don't know that he is.
Or is it Bot Ron?
It might be Bot Ron. I mean, Robin's here too, but I think Robin's always logged on. so-
Ronbot 5000.
Robin,
Robin Bot.
I heard you defiled a hot dog earlier.
No.
What's up with that?
Nope. All right. Let's not do that. Okay. So, where we left off before the break, the party had become aware that the entire switchback system that they've been walking on has tiny cul-de-sacs on meant to confuse the hiker and perhaps turn them around. They have found that they are 2 to 3 days behind another group. Uh, Seemingly now that they've found some more evidence, closer to 2 days at this point, behind a group that has also made their way up this sort of cold and desolate pathway up to the Crimson Tor. Uh, Guys, I think we're gonna make camp for the night, right? Is that
I
the
think
plan?
that's a good idea.
I think we should.
Okay. Are you setting watches?
I think that is also a good idea.
I'll take the first watch.
Okay.
I can also take the first watch because I want to cook these mates.
All right.
I will take one in the middle of the night when the ability to see in the dark will be most useful.
Nice.
I've got some skill at cooking. If you ever need some help, Bone Splitter.
I was just gonna char it on both sides.
Just put it over the flame. I've got a little mess kit. It's like, well, never mind. You could just put it right in the fire.
It's like a kid roasting a marshmallow, just using a javelin.
Ronan's
What
sitting
does
Probably
getting out
ruining-
cutlery.
Yep. Probably have to sacrifice the javelin. It's probably not gonna be very strong when it's being held in the fire.
All right, I'll take second watch.
Okay. Who's gonna back clean up?
I can.
Okay. The first team. Does one of you give me a perception check?
I can do it.
Okay. All right. Towards the end of your watch, it's the first time that you hear the sounds of a living creature other than yourselves. And a bat flies overhead. You track it for a little bit, and it appears to go up. Like as you're watching it, it curves around because you're right around another bend of the switchback, and then it goes straight up, and you lose it. The idea that perhaps the bat has a roost almost directly north of you. Like directly up, not north. But otherwise, your watch passes peaceably. If there's anything else you wish to do.
Just gonna start ripping this meat apart and leaving it out for people.
Okay. Once it's cooked.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. All right. So, Ulfer tracks a bat. Bone Splitter makes lizard meat. And that's what we have on that watch. Second watch. Who would like to roll perception?
Can I roll at advantage if we're both watching?
Yes.
I'll do that.
That would have been smart.
You couldn't have. You couldn't have. You couldn't have done any better, Tony. The threshold for you seeing and hearing
But I
the bat
could have done worse.
was 20. Um. So. Yeah. Okay. Um. Sometime fairly early on, uh, it's very very faint. It's above you. Uh, you hear a shriek. It's amplified, like echoey, uh, and just this sort of just a shriek of pain.
Like a humanoid shriek?
Yes,
Oh.
female.
How far away do you think that is, Ronan?
Oh, I don't know. Well, person screaming, usually you can only hear that. I mean, depending on the if she's around the trees, and I'm trying to triangulate. I don't know, maybe a few hundred feet, maybe more, a couple hundred feet, 1,000 feet.
It doesn't sound like she's very comfortable.
No, doesn't think. I don't think so. Could be one of the ones we were trailing. Actually, I guess good question, Paul. Does it seem like it's coming from behind us? Or
It seems like it's above you. Maybe 50,
On the
100 feet
mountain?
above, and then it amplified and sort of echoed into the valley below.
hmm,
Well done for effecto.
very good. And above us is
And
it just a straight?
it wasn't like super loud or anything either. So like it was somewhat distant.
Okay, gotcha.
It wasn't like somebody was standing on the mountain and screaming into the wind, you know.
Right.
It's faint, distant, echoey.
How you
And
want to
straight
do it
up
when
the
you
side of
really
the
want to scare
mountain.
the shit out of someone.
Right. And there's no I mean, I guess it's is a switchback. So can we switch back up to that spot, or does it seem more like is there a clear path where that may have come from?
Um, when Ulfer looked earlier in the night, before it got too dark, or well, actually it was dark while you guys were on the mountain, but using the night,
Oh,
he had curved around, and it looks like the switchback starts doing a twist around the. So you're heading up to the top either way, but some of
mhm.
the switchbacks, you know, it's almost like a 40-foot wide shelf, and there's just these dense, scraggly. I mean, dense and scraggly is not that those are antonyms, but what I mean to say is it's like really thin pines that are really narrow, but
Right.
they're bristly. They're like bottle brush, you know. And so you've got these sort of screened off, like as you guys have been led into these cul-de-sacs. It's just a strange carved out pathway that is sometimes quite wide, sometimes the only way you can go is up.
Got it. Well, I guess Ben, do you consider yourself a hero?
Not usually.
Do you think Bone Splitter considers himself a hero? I take a bite of the lizard meat. It's like 2 hours old. That's not that bad.
Taste
Of
some
any
chicken.
of us, I think Ulfer might.
I know, but I'm kind of going off of democracy here. So 3 out of 4, 4 out of 5. I haven't thought about Cove yet. Oh, I guess we could just wake him up and see what we want to do.
I think the heroes are in the minority here.
Hmm. All right, I kick Ulfer. Hey,
Good story.
wake up. Wolfman. Sir Wolf, wake up. I'm kicking Ulfer.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna wake up with the rest and just say, "Hey, we heard someone screaming. sounded like they were in danger, but quite a ways up the switchback. So just letting you know. Good night.
What?
No, that really is the whole story. He told you the whole thing.
But
You can
now
go
I
back to
should go to
sleep now.
bed?
Yeah, Bone Splitter, let's go back to sleep.
Okay.
Wait, why did he wake everybody up just to tell them that he's going to bed?
I don't know. Good night.
Your watch.
Cove's watch.
All right. I'm going to be played by Sham,
Okay.
right beside our monk friend, who seems to think that nobody needs to sleep.
All right.
Ulfer falls back asleep very easily.
Musical instrument. It sounds like crying.
Uh-huh. Is this what you heard?
No, not quite.
Get a
It
perception
only
check.
sounds a little pained.
Get a perception check from Cove for the final watch. It's pretty quiet. You paying
Yeah.
attention, making some music,
Solid.
and you guys wake up the next morning and you have the benefits of long rest.
So as early as would have been possible to still get a long rest, Ulfer would have gotten up and, while still being within eye shot of everyone, he would take all of the information. Once the light came up, he would have all of the information that he has, and he would have, in his mind, trying to put it all together. Um, the direction that the bat was flying, um, the scream that was heard, and the map specifically. And he is just kind of taking all of that information into account and seeing if he can figure out where on the mountain this map, where they might be in relation to this map, to think about how to continue forward. Does that make sense?
Yep. Got it.
Good, because I wasn't sure I followed.
Uh, the map isn't necessarily, the foot map isn't helping you at all.
Okay.
It still seems like nothing is corresponding to that on the foot map. But you are, after triangulating all of that and looking more carefully, you note that there is halfway around, maybe two more trails, as long as you don't get turned around by a fake trail. Uh, you think you see where you guys need to go.
Okay, I'll explain to the rest of the group
Um,
the
and
direction we should head.
all we need right now is one successful survival check, and you guys feel confident that if you can stay on the track.
Ooh, ooh.
Would you like to use one of your rerolls?
Yes, because that was horrible.
uh,
Hey, that's better.
that's much better.
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
Way to turn that around.
Turn the beat around. Uh, so you successfully navigate around and come to an opening. Uh, it's almost like a porch. It's like a stone. Uh, it's not like dressed up or fancy, but it it it's been done up to actually shield from the the weather. There's like a roof rocky outcropping that's been utilized to lead into an opening where there is a door, very solid stone craft door, which is slightly ajar.
And I'm guessing that our tracks that we've been following are leading to this door.
They are.
As we're walking, Ulfer is kind of looking on the ground in the rocks, and he's picking up, uh, intentionally picking up rocks roughly the size of a golf ball.
Okay.
And he picks up 3 of them and tucks them into his pouch.
Somebody's gonna cast magic stone.
Love me some
Possible.
magic. Love me some magic stone.
uh, all right.
Way too practical for Ben, but love that spell.
It's a great spell. Okay, so you stand there, stone door, perfectly balanced, well carved. Uh, I'd ask for a check, but I'm just gonna come out and say that it's very clearly a master stone carver.
That's dwarf work right there.
Dwarf work.
I'm more concerned about the people inside.
Well, at least one of them is probably dead. We heard her screaming.
That's true.
Maybe more worried about what killed her.
Meh. Not really. I got bone splitter.
I'm sure he could kill her. You're right.
You're muted, Chris.
Up. Should have done that. Well, I'm gonna take my axe and just like bounce the handle on the ground. It's a pretty giant axe.
Bonk,
Will you
bonk.
use it to
Not
open the
quite
door?
anime axe, but
Not quite anime X. uh, thunk, thunk, and like that echoing of the scream, you can hear it sort of reverberate a little bit down off the mountain and into the valley below. A hell of an echo up here.
That's a good effect. Hey, crack open that door, Bone Spreader. Let's go in.
is it a wooden door?
No, it is a stone
No.
door, but
But it's
Stone.
partially open.
it is partially open.
All right, I'm gonna set my axe up against a tree and I'm gonna try to shoulder that baby open.
Okay. It is so perfectly balanced. You look at it and it looks so heavy. You put your shoulder to it and it just wings wide open. It's like you weren't expecting it to be so easy and you just shove it right open and the door goes thump. And it gets caught on looks like blood smear. Kind of dragged along the door as it pushed open. As you look a little closer, there's a little bone.
Ew.
Hey,
Look
mystery
fresh.
solved.
How big is this bone? Is it like
Like
a
a-
bone
like a-
shard?
Like a.
Is it big enough to be split?
Do you want to look at it a little more carefully? Like what you can see now is looks like a cracked off bit of the end of a femur.
It's perfect. I just grab it and put it in my bag.
Well, you can't.
And then,
You go to
whoa,
you go to yank on it, and the door comes with it. You have to maybe look on the other side.
oh, I'm gonna take a peek around the other side, but I'm getting really anxious about not having my axe in my hand right now.
I'll go get your axe and bring it over.
As you peek around the side, the reason is there's a foot on the other side of the bone, and it looks half melted. Like the flesh and like if there was any boot or shoe on this foot, it it looks like the leather has melted into the flesh of it, which in it itself has sort of run off, and all you see is this kind of bleached white bone, but the blood and the goo is still liquidy.
I'm gonna not touch goo that I don't know and leave that there.
Okay.
That's pretty impressive. You have creatures that can do that sort of thing?
I can do that
Retrieve my
kind of thing.
axe.
Does it look like magic?
You can make a nature check or an arcana
I'll make
check.
a nature.
Your choice.
I will make an either exactly the same. I'll make a nature check.
Okay.
18.
Make an intelligence check.
In your work, and I believe we said you were with Ilixruff.
Yes.
In your work with Ilixruff, you know of people who have to get rid of other people.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they use vats of acid to dispose of the body.
Mm-hmm.
This looks similar to some of the wet work you'd seen completed.
This
Doesn't
looks
look like it was done by a professional by any means. This looks bestial.
yeah, this looks like some acid. Don't think it's a spell. Probably not, anyways. Not too, how do you say, not professional enough. But definitely acid. Don't touch.
Yeah, good advice.
Okay. Not afraid of a little acid. Shall we
Well,
go
here we
in?
go then.
Okay.
Not wearing much clothes. I mean, I really don't want to be a part of acid.
Yeah, let's go in.
Okay. 1 second, please, as I prepare.
Everyone make a dexterity check.
My soul is prepared.
God, I talked to my father. He says I'm getting out fine. You're fucked. He says you're fucked.
Ireland, it's mine.
I'm missing here. I got wrong. I'm missing belts, but nope. Yeah. All right. As you move in, you get at the rough-hewn walls. They've been carved with precision and skill, but not to look pretty. You're in a hewn cavern. Uh, this
Can you move us to that map?
I'm about to. I'm not quite ready
Okay.
yet. I know everybody can see it on, and I wish that you couldn't, because damn it. All right, I will
I'll put
activate it.
Discord in front of it.
I activate.
I just saw that we were on
Oh,
a different map.
yeah,
I didn't internalize it.
That's okay. Uh, I'm hoping that you cannot see easily. Yeah, those of you with
None.
dark vision, and then those of you who have no vision shouldn't be able to see anything. You have entered what smells of mine, mineral goods. The floor has been leveled, but it's still rough hewn. This work is done professionally, but not done in any way, shape, or form to impress anybody with its art. As opposed to the door. Uh, the the ceilings, it feels ever so slightly claustrophobic right here in the opening for those of you who are a bit taller. The ceilings are only 7.5 feet above your head. And most of these uh, caverns, as you're looking down in either direction, those of you who can see, seem to be only 5 to 6 feet wide. Maybe they widen later, but here, at least, it's a bit claustrophobic. If you were a smaller creature, perhaps this would feel just fine.
I would like to investigate for Cove's ass. Just kidding. I'm not going to be doing anything like that. I'm just going to hold my axe tight and kind of lower my stance because I am a taller human.
So before I go any further, no torches.
It's a two-handed weapon.
All right. I
But
will.
if Nurse needs a torch, I mean, it makes sense if you need it.
I will use 2 key points to get myself dark vision.
Okay.
I mean, I have a torch if you want a torch.
Too late.
All right.
I touch myself.
Oh, I'm sorry, Winston. I didn't understand what you were asking either. I have a whole bunch of torches. I didn't realize you were asking us for a
Well,
torch.
I do too. It's more of a question of I've got 10 torches. More of a question of should we have a torch? You know, would that be like
Makes
would
it
we
a
give
lot more
ourselves away?
conspicuous.
Yeah. So I'm down to do that.
All right. I bet your token does not automatically update.
It does not, but I can
Okay.
give it
What do you have then with it? 60
dark
feet?
vision.
Just
Yeah.
60 feet. Okay. Do you
Concentration? It's not concentration. Interesting.
Can you now see?
No,
I
it's 8
can.
hours. It's like mage armor.
Wow, that's really great. I should just be doing that then, because I thought it was like an hour.
8 hours of that? Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I'm gonna start
it's
doing that every time.
2 key points though. That's a lot of resource at third
Yeah,
level.
but if
At
I
third
did it
level.
right before a short rest,
Oh,
because
yeah.
it's not concentration, so it would stick,
Oh, that's true.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Fun. Well,
All right.
I'm limited for this fight. That's okay.
As you walk out, you come to a fork in the road. You can go left or to the right.
Let's look at the map, huh?
Yeah, this does kind of feel like a maze.
Well, get the map. We'll get that map out.
I would like to reach for someone's ass. Just
We
whoever.
like we're going to the right.
Makes sense.
Okay. All right. So, who's gonna lead? I would prefer if we didn't play sorry with this. So I'll leave the map
Yeah,
on, but I'll move one token and then we'll bring you all in as we go, or one of
I'll
you
lead.
move.
I think I probably see the best in the dark because
Okay.
I see normally.
And I'll move you guys ahead so that you can see the map as we go. But I just don't want people, moving tokens all over, because it's not like explory time. We would be doing this theater of the mind, except for part of it is getting lost. So, all right. So you head towards down the right, and as you get over, the Ben can see that the tunnel widens to from this 4.5 foot wide tunnel where you can sometimes feel the rock scraping at your shoulders, widens out, and there's an opening directly to the left, or you can continue on to the right.
I want to go to the left there.
As you look to the left, and I will bring you guys forward.
Oh, that's not quite what I was expecting.
I don't think I grabbed everybody though. Who did I miss? Is everybody able to see?
You missed. You missed Ben.
No, I'm up there.
Oh,
yep.
I'm just on top
Yep.
of you.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So you guys all can't fit in here at the same time, but looking over each other's shoulders, you see a shrine. And there is a small. I mean, I should have described this immediately. There's a small bit of flickering light. 2 candles are lit. The candles are strange though because there's no smoke coming off of them. They appear to be magical. And the dragon head icon above is Waxamveya, who is the Paul doesn't remember off the top of his head. Oh, Undercrust, Delia Undercrust. Sorry, just found my notes. Sorry.
I thought you were saying it was the god of undercrust.
Yeah, gross. That's what happens when you put your hand in
Good
the...
God needs to take a bath every once in a while.
That's right. Well, Get the undercarriage. Where is the dragon? Where's my list of dragons? Navyshla, Dragon, Pantheon. Waxenvey is the Sapphire Dragon. And you guys would be familiar, of course, with that, but also it was the dragon sacred to several of the townspeople of Crimson Witch. In fact, there was a house there called Waxa House that was for people who were injured as lumberjacks and timber people. But this is a small shrine to Waxa.
It's one of your dragons.
So,
Do you need to say some words or something?
Are you the religious type?
It looks like it's set up for that sort of thing.
Be my guest.
Oh, I don't know any words for this.
Oh, well, so do I.
I was asking if someone else had to. I don't know if this is a thing.
Don't look at me.
Is there was like inscribing of any language? I didn't hear that.
no, it just a very simple shrine to Waxenvea, the
It looks
Sapphire
like a
Dragon.
religious thing.
Um,
Like maybe someone wants to say a prayer. I don't know.
you would all know that Wax is the sort of the deity who is mostly associated with vigilance, um, and uh, homeland, hearth and home. Kind of, you know, jingoistic sort of people who are loyal to their family kind of thing. Uh,
Well, anyway, if I'm reading this map right, we want to go out this hallway here.
okay. All right.
I'm gonna light a torch. I can't see a damn thing in here.
Why don't you just grab one of those candles?
There you go. Your torch lit.
I don't want to do with magic candle.
All right. The torch is lit.
If the map is right, we want to take our first left.
All right. As you turn around to the left, I'm gonna move you. Double check to see, make sure you're seeing.
Right, yes, that checks out. This looks right on the map.
You are now climbing fairly steep incline. Uh, this is you don't have steps or anything, but it is an incline up as you move, and there's a bit of wind, like there's movement in the air suddenly as you turn around this corner. You guys can all pick up back up with them if you want to move forward.
Oh, right.
See.
Yeah.
As you continue on down, again, I just want to make sure we can see because the certain, I don't want anybody to just move right past something and then be like, hey, before you got there, you would have seen. So,
With the shadows cast from Bone Splitter's torch, I'm gonna summon the shadow armor.
you got it. So the shadows peel off the wall and attach themselves subtly, I think, to Ben. You are still climbing up, and you come to. I'm gonna move you forward, Ben. You
Yeah.
come to this place here. You smell a little bit of like small bit of like what would like burned wood, like the end of a campfire. The smell of clothes that have been around campfire.
Hey, if I'm reading the map right, we want to go left here.
Agree.
Um,
And there's a campfire to the right.
Smells a little bit of campfire. You see that rocks have been piled up in front of what would have been an opening here. Looks to be hastily assembled. It's not like the other walls.
Is there any buildup of dust or anything, or does this look recent?
Looks recent.
Maybe someone should go pray to that god, huh? Maybe there's something in your protecting it.
I'm sure we'll be fine.
All right, you guys continue on, heading towards the west. Um, as you pull around into this bend where you're curving up just a little bit towards the north, you're continuing to. I'm sorry, you're descending again now. Feels like you've walked up like a small hill, and now you're descending.
For a while here,
Down.
it looks like left is right.
Uh,
What?
You want to go left every time. Left is the right way.
Uh huh. That's generally the way it goes. After you.
I'm gonna let Paul move me though, because I don't want to miss what he wants to describe.
Yeah, I don't want you guys to miss any details that if you want to catch anything, so I don't want you to just keep moving without me explaining what's happening here in each space. Um, as you pull up here, Ben perhaps pulls up short and stops because there's the sound of it's ever so subtle. Something is shifting. The rocks kind of there's just like a small rock fall and then a clicking sound.
Crap.
Chitinous?
It has a bit of a chitinous sound to it.
Hey, like a big bug.
Bug with acid.
Could be. That would make sense. That would answer all the questions. Maybe we move quietly, huh?
Okay.
Well, I would have cast Pass Without Trace, but I'm instead using my dark vision to look at the torch in front of me.
I'll put it out.
I'm just kidding. Keep the torch.
You don't think the two of those would work together well?
With the torch and dark vision?
No,
No.
the torch and pass without a trace.
Oh, I see what you're saying. No, I can't cast it anymore.
I'm gonna ditch the torch anyways because what's his face? Ben was talking about sneaking by, and that sounds like a good idea. And I have some stealth capabilities.
It's
So
true.
you're extinguishing the torch?
Yep.
Okay.
Then I will cast pass without a trace.
Okay.
Nice.
Stick to the left wall. Keep your hand on the wall on your left. We should be able to sneak around. Sounds like the maybe bugs are on the right hand side. Around the corner.
Kind of where you would pass the duchy.
So keep your hand on the left wall and move quietly. We'll try to sneak by.
Okay. Give me that.
Without a trace.
All right. Stealth plus 10.
The best time to have a nat 20.
Well, I rolled a nat 1, so it really doesn't matter. Well, look at all the
22.
primary colored dice out there. Well, not primary, but just very. Okay.
Pretty colors and bubbles.
It is.
You making fun of my plain dice?
No, I'm not. I think I'm rolling plain dice too. Okay. You pass. I will move. You guys can follow Ben. You guys pass along through there.
Did I see some giant bugs?
Were you stopping to look?
No.
Okay.
But I do see normally in darkness.
Yeah. They didn't notice you, and you could just hear them.
A quick peek. I'm not going to stop and like draw a sketch.
They weren't necessarily as bug-like as you imagine. You see something that looks like a cross between a bug and a lizard.
Right. Well, I've had enough of lizards for a while.
All right.
Guys, where am I going here?
I'm pulling you forward, actually. Here you
I'll guide your hand to Cove's ass.
Your hand to God's ears.
Nope, not that, but close enough.
Uh, all right. So then there's a sharp turn now to the right, and you are again descending, uh, moving farther down into the tour. Uh, as you pull into this spot, I would like a magical D12.
I'll do it since I'm in the lead.
Okay. Okay. Noted. All right. Um, as you pull, not pull, it's like you're driving, but as you, as you turn right here, um, in this, um, like alcovey bit here,
Hmm.
uh, you see like a bunch of balled up rags, covered in blood and a little bit of fleshy goo.
That's pretty gross. I don't know about you. Okay, it looks gross.
Looks like they got attacked by those creatures back there.
Well, good job we didn't.
As you look, you can see there's now drips of blood leading further on. Uh, actually, as you look to the east, along the passageway, you can kind of see now every once in a while a handprint of blood on the wall. And looking and seeing like the stepping in blood, and so then there's one footprint of blood, and then a small pool as it trails.
Right. Let's try to avoid that. We don't need to leave a trail.
Sounds like they softened them up for us.
All right.
You get a jump on them.
Hugging the left wall, which is now the north wall, as I go forward.
Okay. Uh, continuing on, you get to. I'm gonna ping it, and you can move to where you want to add.
Okay.
When you get here, you see just bits of. It looks like something like a bird would eat and then vomit up, like a owl's pellet kind of thing. Um, but it's much too large to be an owl's pellet. Is that what it's
Wait,
called?
no,
The
this
owl
isn't
pellet?
right. Yeah.
When
Yeah.
they geck up a mouse afterwards? Yeah.
Yep. This isn't right. Looking at this, there should be an opening to the north here. We should check it out. Check the wall.
Okay, I can help you with that. Or do you want to help me?
Hey, does it make a difference? I'll happy to help you. See if you can find anything. The map looks like there should be a passageway to the north, and it's not here.
Okay, I will look to see if I can find a passageway or something to open the passageway.
Sure. Give me an investigation check.
And I'll assist.
Okay. Roll at an advantage.
Nice.
Beautiful.
That was intimidation, though. You should probably roll
Oh,
intimidation.
sorry.
Yeah,
We scared the shit out of that
you
wall.
can keep the 20. Just put your bonus
Oh,
on
okay.
it. Yeah. You can keep the 20, whatever the bonus would be.
It'd be a 23.
It'd be a 23. That's awesome. Unfortunately, there's no secret doors.
Ah.
It's just passageway continues on to the east.
This map is garbage. It's a shame she had it tattooed on her feet because it's a waste of space.
Are you gonna move forward?
Yes, I mean, we've got to keep going, right?
Yeah. All right. You get. Did I? Well, you didn't move when I moved you over. Okay. You get to this part here, and Ed, this is just an error in my map. Uh, I didn't finish the map that I made was too big. Dungeon Draft couldn't handle it, so I had to actually draw it into 3 separate maps. Um, so I forgot to continue. I didn't want to continue this one on because really it's very short, this northern bit
Yeah.
here. But uh, but that's not the most interesting thing as you get to the sort of northern branch that you've been expecting. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Sort of sitting up against the wall here is a young woman's body. Where are my
Hey, I found the
NPC?
screamer.
Nice. That just feels so wrong. Um. uh,
How dare you, sir? My wife is a streamer. I was kidding. I was kidding.
Oh God, you said that on stream. Uh, so, uh, it's a dwarven woman in extraordinarily fanciful colors, just bright neons, etc. She's missing her right foot. Uh, it's like a stump at the leg, and she is sitting in a pool of blood. It looks like she's bleeding out.
She's alive?
Um, Hard to say,
Good on
actually.
her.
Can I
don't
check
know,
to
but
see if
she
she's
said,
alive?
"Oh,
Yeah, you can check to see if she's alive. Yeah, I mean, nobody was touching her or anything like that. So as you get closer, you can detect that there's a shallow breath. She is unconscious.
And I don't recognize her?
You've never seen this person before.
You want me to wake her up?
no, no, do you want to wake her up?" I
Or
mean,
we
we can
leave her
move
to,
around her pretty easy. She's not that big.
we can just leave her here to die?
I think we have to ask her some questions, Cove. So I think you heal her if you can.
I can. Of course I can. You can do anything.
Oh, that remains to be seen.
3rd level. That's. Whew. All right. Healing word. All right. Uh, she comes to slightly. She's groggy. The you as I don't know what your healing word is. Um, do you have one? You
Awake.
awake. And so as she wakens up, you can see like magically the blood is pooling back not into her body, but the blood is stopping draining and it pulls in. She still looks anemic, but the flesh knits together at the stump, and a slight bit of color comes to her face as blood is now pumping from her heart again, magically created in her body, and so she's stirring. Uh, Eyes flutter. Have I been saved?
Yeah,
Have I?
of course. Are you okay?
No. So many foul, so many foul things.
How many were with you?
Really, there's only 5 of us. It's not that many.
There were 5 of us originally. I don't know who's made it so far.
What are you guys doing here?
Uh, we are. Uh, I owe you that at least. We were sent by the Illiksruff provisioners to find this rumored treasure.
That's all I say.
Okay.
You want to keep it down?
Oh, sorry. I drafty in here. You said the provisioners sent you treasure?
Yes. Yes,
What do they want with this treasure?
it. I work for the Arcanist Guild.
Really now?
Uh, there's a belief there's an artifact here of unimaginable power. But the belief was the Guardian died. Easy pickings. Shh. I think other things moved in first.
I'm looking in closer to her and sort of like act like I'm trying to help with the medical purposes, like checking her out and like I'm just looking to see if there's any other wounds, and I'm trying to like rifle through her pockets a little,
Okay,
look for any identification,
give me the sleight of
any
hand.
orders. All right.
Nice.
Yeah.
Should have given you advantage, but that's a high enough roll. Because she's half dead.
Right.
She does not notice you pulling out things that you can identify. They would look like baubles to other people, but you know that they're identifiers of a provisioner work gang. Work gangs being people who go and acquire things that they don't actually have a right to acquire necessarily, and the appropriate provisioner guild would disavow any knowledge of their being here.
Right.
Looks like she's telling the truth by the color patterns that you see on. It's a box, this bauble, and the box has a pattern, and you have one too, by the way. But your colors are very different, and so
Right.
uh, she works for the Arcanists, who acquire the very dangerous, acquiring uh, magical items. Uh,
And that was what I was looking for is confirmation.
it's pretty clear she's from Ixelrough to you. Ilixrough, sorry. Ilixrough.
Yeah. Okay. So what can you tell us about these creatures that moved in here?
It's like, well, there were a couple that attacked us. They looked like sort of large lizards that mated with beetles. Just nothing should have that many teeth. But the thing that got me came from above. It hit my leg with a gob of. It just burned my leg completely off.
Hmm.
That was your leg in the entry. You made it this far. That is, you are a very strong person.
I have a couple of skills, but I've run out of resources. And you see also as you rifle through her bag, I should have brought this up too. There's a little automaton in there, um, like a wind-up toy, and she has several tools that look like they're clockwork tools, and then there are what you identify as sort of arcane components.
Okay. I'll point them out to Cove and Ben.
Okay.
Neat.
What do they do?
Hey,
That one makes noises.
those those
Oh,
are.
were you the one that was screaming last night?
I didn't mean to scream. I when the acid hit my leg, I was gonna leave. I was I was I was trying to find Guadia. I'm mispronouncing her name. 1 second. Guamiel.
You got separated?
We all were separated when uh, the razor teeth things came at us. Uh, there are two, just over to the west there, but there are more to the east. This place was built like a crazy person made it. I don't understand.
That's not very nice.
Up and down and left and right, we get turned around so easily.
Well, you need a map.
Perhaps you shouldn't be here.
I I agree. I definitely agree. Will you help me get out?
No, we're going in.
Well, if you find any of my companions, I I would rather walk down the mountain with one leg than keep going through here. But if you find Gavin, tell him he can fuck off with his promotions.
We
He
can
didn't
tell him
offer
that for sure.
he didn't offer you enough to get a leg up on your. Sorry,
Oh,
didn't even finish that joke. Awful.
That was good. It's fine.
Oh
Um,
man.
well,
Listen,
you could wait
You'll
here.
never get a leg up with that attitude.
Oh.
listen. I'm from It Looks Rough. I have a little bit of compassion here. Let me walk her out, at least get her out of this area. You can go on ahead. I'll take her
You will.
just
I
out to the
believe
exit.
you will lose pass without trace once you're 30 feet away from.
Oh,
over.
that's right.
So.
Well, then I can't do what I was going to do.
yeah, you can't
Never
murder her
mind.
around the corner.
That's up to you. You want to do it, but you would lose the spell benefit.
Yeah. How far around the corner is those scary things?
It's like 150 feet or so.
Okay. No, it's too implausible. I'm not. I'll just say, oh, you're right. I hadn't thought about those things. Well, never mind then. I guess we can help her on the way out. So it's your choice if you want to try to slip past those creatures. I recommend you wait here.
I don't know. She might want to attempt to get by.
Well, 6 of one, half dozen the other, I think.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely am happy that you told us about the things above us. So I'll keep an eye out for them.
I thank you for your healing ministrations. I am feeling a little better. Maybe I'll wait until I feel fairly certain I could maybe make it back to our sort of bunker room we made. I guess good luck to you.
Good luck to you as well.
And she's gonna.
If we do come back this way, we'll look for you.
I appreciate it. May the ancestors' fortune be your fortune.
Ooh, that's nice.
Well,
I like that.
of course, you always hope to do better than your ancestors.
Hey, you might hope to have them.
Then she sort of hobbles quietly as she can. I'm gonna roll a stealth check for her.
She's gonna die.
At disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
That did not.
Do you want to wait to run for the scream, or just assume it happened?
I rolled a 3. I forgot I set it for private for my rolls for the things you didn't know about. Alright, so she's sort of stumping through, and every once in a while she hits a rock and slips and falls down. She's like, I got it. Maybe I'll just wait here for a second. So she waits there. Are you guys going to continue on, moving north? Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
We're definitely not the heroes.
Help! I'm stuck back here. Can't see nobody.
Wait, I can't find. Yeah, I can't find Bone Splitter. I don't know where he went. Oh,
I think he's by the
I got him.
creatures.
I got him.
Whoa, that's quite a trek.
All right.
We need to go left again.
All right.
What happened? Oh, second map.
Can you guys see?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You think left?
I do. Yes.
As you go left, a cove moving forward, you realize that you're walking on a bridge, and now the ceilings are rising above you. Uh, Now you feel like perhaps those of you with dark vision to 60 feet, you can see that it's about climbing steadily up, and you feel like perhaps you're in a natural cavern that has um, walkways through it, carved out of the floor, um, leading in circuitous paths. So you're in a domed ceiling, and dark vision. Once you move a little farther in, you think dark vision won't see the top.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
I have 120 feet. Does that?
Yes, you see the top. You see it at about 80 feet.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So now, Cove, moving into that, you see to your right a portcullis. Uh, I think I've got it as a door, so you can't really see through it, but you can actually see through. I'm going to open it, but you can't move through it. Okay. Uh, that's it's a bunch of bars in front of you.
The map looks like we want to go left anyway.
I agree.
Okay. So you head onto the bridge. The bridge is rickety, spongy.
One at
Too
a
bad we
time?
didn't bring that dwarf lady with us. I bet it'd be funny to watch her hobble down this.
This is a party of dicks.
Is that not the thing I'm supposed to say?
No. Uh,
Perhaps not out loud.
Well, how else am I going to say it?
um, so the wood doesn't feel super good, and you can see in places where it's broken. Uh, there's a slight bit of fresh blood on the board right here, where somebody looks like they may have scraped or scratched themselves on it. Cut really with blood.
Can I light a torch, guys? No? Or should I just hold on to someone's coattails?
Uh, I wouldn't light a torch in here. She said that something attacked him from above and the ceilings. I can't even see the top.
It's a little further. He's maybe 80 feet up.
There's so much wind in here too. But it's not heavy wind as in like pushing you around wind, but there's just a constant like
Alright. I'm just gonna hold on to someone's ass, and you're just gonna have to drag me along, I guess.
Well,
Go ahead,
maybe.
Cove. I will see if there's anything moving on the ceiling as we go.
all right.
Okay,
Who is stepping first onto the bridge?
I guess I will.
All right. Make a dexterity saving throw. As your feet sort of every board bends just a little bit. You're just trying to be light of foot as you move across it. Good enough. And you cross over to the other side. The boards just, I mean, you could call back, just these boards are not, and all of you who can see well, you can tell that, they're getting weaker. So Cove, you get over to here. And you could see down. Oh, by the way, Cove, as you were right here, you could see down below uh, uh, tracks and several carts with. From this distance, it looks like probably minor gems, crystals. Might even be a couple of more valuable gems in there. Some of them are just even glittering on the walls here.
Yeah, now I know where Delia got all her money. Does anybody have a rope they can throw over?
I do.
Okay.
Might make it a little safer for you guys. Just maybe send the barbarian over for next.
Okay. If you guys tie the rope up, whoever goes over next, you will still, unless you're going to put all your weight on the rope that you're tying to rock walls or any, random stalagmite you find, uh, you're just using it as like a safety line. You're still going to put a little weight on the bridge, I assume, unless you are going to try to tightrope walk. Actually, you wouldn't even be able to tightrope walk because it's a 90-degree angle there.
Does the rope give advantage or a bonus of any
Yeah,
kind?
it's going to give you +4 to your deck save. Which is basically advantage, but I'm giving you the constant +4.
Sure. I'm gonna go ahead and cross.
Okay.
Saving throw.
So the first saving throw was 10. It's going to be a little higher now. Yep, deck saving throw.
Actually, I guess I should go later if the idea is it's gonna keep getting worse, right?
You don't have a. I'm not real great at that, but I also want to keep an eye on the ceiling.
Mm. True.
But I can do that from the other side.
Why don't
I'll
you
go now.
go ahead and cross?
I'll go now.
It helps to look up.
Not a
Oh,
problem.
just fine.
Not a problem. In fact, it's almost like you danced across the boards. Light
Wouldn't
as
be
a
the first time.
light as a shadow going over it.
Show off.
I'll go next.
Well, your rope helped a lot.
The DC stayed the same because basically that was such a high roll he didn't do any more damage to the boards. So same DC going across, you get a +4.
So 13.
13. Ulfer gets to right here as the boards break beneath and he falls halfway through the boards. He's hanging on to the rope. If it weren't for the rope, he would have fallen 15 feet down. And this one arm dangling there. No damage. Well, 1 point of. I can't say there's no damage. If you fall through a board, you're gonna cut yourself. So 1 point of damage. But you are hanging on. To get out, I need you to either make an athletics or acrobatics check to pull yourself out of this hole. And somebody, if they have help for them.
Is there anything over on this side that I could tie another rope to?
Yeah, you look around and this whole area has like random stalagmites, or is it
I'd tie my rope around one and go help Ulfer.
Okay, so he's now got the benefit of 2 ropes going. So go ahead and make your strength or athletics check at advantage. Easily done, and you pull yourself out. A little scrape through your leg as it's just abraded through, and you pull yourself up. But now there's a big old hole
That was close there.
right here.
It's bracing, huh? It'd be hard to find another wolfman.
Who's left to cross? Is Cove crossed?
Yeah, just Bone Splitter and you.
Bone Splitter. All right, Bone Splitter. Why don't you go next? I'll go last.
Can I do this in the dark? Is it a thing that I probably can't do in the dark?
Yeah, you can do it, but you'll be at disadvantage on your dex check, your dex save. But I guess it would cancel out. You can do it without the +4.
Okay. Then here I go.
All right, holding on to the
Just the
rope.
deck.
Just a dex save.
All right.
Bone Splitter, as a barbarian, you have danger sense.
Oh, that's right.
Ooh.
So
Except if it was disadvantage, wouldn't matter.
yeah,
But you might get the +4 again.
yeah,
Because
I'll give
your advantage would cancel the disadvantage.
advantage, so he gets the +4. There you go. That makes sense.
Oh, and
How
I
the
critted
barbarian
it.
that's how the barbarian danger sense works. So yeah, perfect. Okay, and Bone Splitter crosses over, jumping over the part that Ulfer fell into. I gotta get Bone Splitter on the map. Uh, there we go. Ronan.
All right, I'm gonna cross last.
As you step onto the board, there is a sound of suction coming
Uh-oh.
below the board. Something is crawling out from underneath the uh, the bridge.
That's not good.
It's a
I was
smell.
told to watch up. I watched up.
It's a smell of sulfur as something is is sort of oozing out onto the bridge, and you can hear a slight sizzle as you see. And by the way, I just as a reminder for people, I use Dungeons and Dragons monsters out of the thing, but then I reskin them. So if you see something, don't assume, you know, it
Mm-hmm.
is what you see. So I use the baseline of something and then I give it different abilities. So what you see pulling out from here.
Ah,
This sort of slimy head, the size of your entire body, comes up out. It looks like it was burrowed into the rock and just comes out, and his mouth gaping open right at Ronan. And I think that's where we're gonna call it for the night.
Cool.
Ooh.
Uh, so
Ronan's about to get eaten.
we'll pick that up in 2 weeks' time with initiative. All of you can see this, and we'll go from there.
Perfect.
All right. I hope you guys all had fun. Good to be back into the
Definitely.
game. Good to be back into the game. I've been wanting to get this map going and get these crazy creatures and dead people and all that stuff going. So, no, thanks. Uh, okay.
Are we gonna play the night or the 4th of July Eve?
Oh no, because I will be in. No, I will be driving back from Michigan that day. No, I won't. I'll be in
So
Michigan that day. So we are actually going to be out a little bit.
we're looking forward to July 17th for the next one.
Yep. Yep. I think that's true. Can everybody do that?
It'd be fine.
Okay.
What date?
July 17.
I will not be that day. That day, I am gonna
bummer.
be out of town.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, y'all.
Do you want us to go without you? Do you want to be puppeted? Do you want to?
Yeah, you could go without me and puppet me.
If
I'm just kill me and then
No.
I'm getting attacked by this this
Oh
guy.
wait, we can't play without you.
No, it'll be all good.
No, not right when
Well,
I've got you threatened.
why don't
with a
we?
cave
I mean, we can kind of figure
Not
that
when you've
out.
been imperiled.
Yeah.
What about the 10th?
We play our Warbler game every other Monday night.
Ah, got it.
So, why don't we take this conversation offline and we'll see if we can find, maybe we'll just play this like we used to play D&D, where we just try to find a day works for everybody and get it going. And then we'll plan on, getting back on schedule as soon as we can. But I don't want to have you get periled and then we don't, and then you don't play. That sucks. So that's what we'll do. Hey, if you stop by tonight, if you're a bot or not a bot, we appreciate you. I, for one, looking forward to my AI overlords. And until next time, roll some dice, play some games, and give your time or treasure to causes that are meaningful to you. Thanks, everybody, and have a good night.
Thanks.